How you doing? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. It's nice to see you this morning. It is September the 21st, 8:30 in the morning, September 21st. Welcome one, welcome all to the telecast, the show, the craziness, the wildness, the happiness, everything you could imagine. Let's put that bagel logo up there. We'll put that bagel logo up there because this is Stock Markets with Bruce, not traveling with Bruce. Welcome everybody. How you doing? It's Tuesday, and what a difference 24 hours makes, huh? We were looking at 500-600 points point drop yesterday morning on the Dow. We ultimately hit a low of about a 970 point drop, 60 points, something like that. It was trying to get to 1,000, couldn't do it. The selling ran out of gas. It seems that investors who hold quality stocks like Apple and Microsoft and others kind of figured, why would I sell Apple shares or Microsoft shares or Goldman Sachs or these other stocks? Why should I sell these when they're making all kinds of money? They're handling a pandemic quite well. Their prospects are really good right now, and the likelihood of the pandemic getting worse is not in the cards. Um, the other thing is, why should I sell Apple and Microsoft and Facebook and Google and Amazon when they have nothing to do with a China meltdown problem? China has everything to do with a China meltdown problem, but not these companies. And so yesterday afternoon, with about an hour or so to go, in that last hour I was with you yesterday afternoon, we noticed the recovery of the market, and the Dow came back to still lose about 600 odd points, but it had brought back 300 points already last night. Well, overnight it continued on. Asia quickly stabilized. Europe really stabilized and started to pick off bargoons. And here we are with a 226 gain right now on the Dow. Pre-market, we were up over 300 a little while ago. I think it's going to go higher. We've got the S&P up 28 points. We have the NASDAQ up 102. Now, in percentage terms, all three markets are up about 0.65%, just about two-thirds of a percentage point in pre-market at this moment in time as we fluctuate along. I think we're going higher. I think that the prevailing sentiment out there is that, yes, this Evergrande real estate company, they have problems. Let me show you something here. Check this out. Check this little picture out right here. This is maybe an indication of just what we're talking about here. Look at this. Look at this. This is from New York Times. Here's what we're talking about. A couple of condos here. I mean, would you like would you like to live? Would you like to live here? I wouldn't want to live here. All the amenities of big city living. Are you kidding me? Look at these towers. They're connected to each other. Some of them are triples, doubles. Uh, these are like 30, 40, 50 stories tall. They average different heights all over China. And then behind these towers, where you can see towards that river over there, you see all those small condos. Those are like 5 and 6 story condos. There's dozens more of them. This is just a snippet of what we're talking about here. These kinds of projects are being built all over the place in China. Here's another shot here. Look at this one here. Look at all the cranes on here. These are all being built simultaneously. Every single condo tower is being built at the same time by a massive army of workers. You got to just imagine how many thousands of contractors are here building these things. Look at all the small ones over to the side there. They're all being built simultaneously. We're talking about projects like this, but we're talking about hundreds, if not thousands, of projects like this being built simultaneously all over China. It is stunning. We have no idea here in the West just how unbelievable the build out is over there. It is breathtaking. And now you've got 1.3 billion people. You have, every day that goes by, people die, people show up, new births, deaths, all of that. Um, what you have is a country that now has for 30, 40 years been evolving from being a agriculturally dominated country to an industrial dominated country. It's sort of phase one. These guys are going through what America went through starting in the 30s and 40s and 50s. I mean, after the Second World War, the pace of populations moving off the farm and moving into the city took off, and you had government built and financed and promoted housing in the U.S. You had the GI Bill. You had factories starting up to now produce cars instead of tanks, uh, jet planes for passengers, or at least prop planes for passengers instead of bombers. You had, you just had the entire country, the United States, become urbanized, and that means suburbs, office towers, and tall skyscrapers and tall buildings, and to live in. And China is just catching up. I mean, this is not this is the playbook. This is how you do it. Of course, in America, Canada, and other more advanced, societies where we're just ahead of these guys by 50 years, we're going through a new evolution. We're getting out of the suburbs. People are getting out of the suburbs because they don't like the commutes. And then again, of course, our suburbs, as opposed to a Chinese-based suburb, is a different animal. Because in China, at least, you have built into the infrastructure right off the get-go, you have mass transit built in, whereas we're adding mass transit in kind of splotchy ways. At least we seem to be, but we're terrible at it. In North America, we're the worst. It's all about the car and the lobbyists who make sure that we stay a car economy. Um, and so it's different, but we have the evolution happening here, and as many of you are experiencing firsthand, those who are watching me live from around the world, you're knowing this firsthand. You're working from home, and you're not working from an office anymore. Many of you are not going to commute any longer into an office, which, of course, has changed everything for you guys because you've realized, well, hey, I don't need to live in the suburbs anymore. I'm working from home. You give me decent internet, and I'm in business. What do I need to, why do I need to live 25 miles out of town or 10 miles out of town? I'm now going to live where I want to live because I can work where I want to work. And this is the big change for us. But on the markets today, let's get back to the topic at hand, the markets today. There's so much cash looking for a place to park that is safe and that can get a return. We in North America are just like the average Chinese national. We're looking for a return on our money, and the Chinese are looking for a return on their money. The problem is they can't put their money directly into the New York Stock Exchange. Forbidden. They can't put their money anymore into crypto. They've been banned from buying and selling crypto because the Chinese banks have been verboten to do that, because the Chinese government has decided to keep its currency at home, trap their citizens into the yuan rather than allow them to get out with the capital. I'm not saying physically out, I'm talking about their money getting out into the international crypto world. So they're banning Chinese banks from handling crypto transactions, and they're encouraging their nationals to invest domestically. Well, sounds like a great plan. The problem is that you need the rest of the planet, to buy into the program. And the rest of the planet's going, no, thank you. I think I'll avoid Chinese stocks at all costs right now because you guys, you Chinese communist guys, you have this habit of changing rules without consultation as you see fit with regards to the CEO of Alibaba disappearing from the face of the earth under house arrest for now 2+ years, and no one can talk to this guy. Um, Stocks like Didi that go public on the New York Stock Exchange all of a sudden drop 90% in value because the Chinese government does not believe in sharing with the outside world any information on how these companies are run, who owns them, how they're operated, and anything else, because they don't trust the West and the West doesn't trust them. We've got dozens and dozens of Chinese stocks crashing everywhere, and the outside investment community is going, thanks, but no thanks. I think I'll buy domestic, like I think I'll buy U.S. stock and European companies where the reporting is at least open. And if there is any wrongdoing by management, there are ramifications. Whereas with China, you get an executive who's accused of some wrongdoing and he's a friend of the Communist Party of China. You're not going to arrest that guy. You're not going to get him in front of anything. He's going to be well protected by the henchmen running Chinese affairs. So there's that. Keep having to go back to China. Hate to do it, but I have to do it. But it looks like there is so much money with North Americans and Europeans, Canadians. We're so desperate for performance. We are shopping. We're shopping, and a lot of money in the last 2 years has gone into real estate in North America for homes. People working from home now. All of a sudden, the home in the burb actually is something to think about, and even further out than the suburbs. If you're living in what we call satellite communities, 40 minutes away from downtown, an hour away from a major city or longer, further, surrounded by farmland, and that is an area that has become even more desirable. Cottage country, we call in Canada cottage country. That's where you are 3, 4, 5 hours away from home has become more desirable, especially with young families. They want their kids away from the city, the dangers of the city, the pollutants of the city, the concentrated number of people in a small area. They want more space. And now the other thing that's happening is people like you and others are thinking, hey, I could get a place, I could rent a place year round or buy a place in a state like Florida or Texas, Nevada, low tax states, Arizona, another one, where the state income tax is non-existent or very low. Property taxes are low, and I can live near mom and dad. The children are thinking, hey, we got 2 kids, 3 kids, grandma and grandpa, all 4 of them or 2 of them or 3 of them, whatever. They're down in Boca Raton, or they're over here in Tampa or St. Petersburg or Sarasota. Why don't we get a place down in that region? And if we're within 10 minutes of mom and dad, hey, mom and dad get to see the kids a lot more, which mom and dads usually are thrilled at that. Allowing the parents to continue to work from home. No commuting issues. The only commute they have is get the kids to school. That could be a bus, or that could be a walk down the street if it's that close to a school. And then babysitting from time to time, grandma and grandpa coming over, or the kids go to grandma and grandpa's. And for the next, say, 5, 10, 15 years, while the children are sort of 4 to 20, or the next 10 years from 4 to 14, the grandparents will be a big part of their lives. And that's a wonderful generational bonding thing that is hard to come by. Right now, grandparents are limited to maybe summers only when they come home from summertime, or a trip, where the kids go down to Florida for a week or two, hang out with grandma and grandpa in their place, and they just overrun the place for 2 weeks. Grandma and grandpa can't wait for them to get out. Now it's, hey, come by any old time, and maybe Tuesday nights is pizza night at grandma and grandpa's house. I mean, the world has completely changed out. I've talked about this before. I'm going to keep talking about it. This is not going away, and these pandemics and these strains constantly are reminding us, hey, are we where we want to be physically? Are we where we want to be career-wise? Are we where we really want to be overall, investment-wise and everything else? And now back to the investment game. The Dow and the markets are rising because cash is looking for a safe place to go. And one of the safest places to go is on listed stocks in the United States and Canada and Europe, like the UK, Frankfurt Exchange. These are safe markets to go to because these companies are regulated, and they have to report, and they're subject to auditing. and verification of audits. And they're avoiding places where the rules can change overnight without any appeal. China, Russia, get the hell out. So that's what's happening. Um, I noticed this morning that, for example, Goldman Sachs is up like $3-4 a share this morning. I'm not surprised to see it. As a matter of fact, I noticed last night, I think Goldman, towards the end of the evening yesterday, was also rising in price last night. It was actually going up at the bell there. Bargain hunters were coming in, and it popped up a little bit because at one point, I think yesterday, Goldman Sachs, let me just double check this. Our friends at Goldman Sachs, you know I love the stock. Um, Here we go. Yeah, looking at yesterday, we were as low as 372 at around 3:15 in the afternoon with 45 minutes to go in the day. We're down to 372. The stock closed at 378 last night. Pre-market right now, Goldman Sachs pre-market is at 381, 382. So it's $10 higher now than it was with 45 minutes to go in trading last night. Just to give you a heads up that, whoa, a $10 move on Goldman, that's significant. And so we're noticing how there are bargains coming through here. There are bargain hunters still coming in, and the quality stock is the one that gets picked off. And definitely Goldman is one of them. The whole market is sensing it. I mean, the entire investment community is going, this sell-off yesterday didn't have any wheels to it, had no momentum to it. There was no follow-through. We didn't see interest rates spike up yesterday. We didn't see, companies, stocks really dropping 7, 8, 10%. We didn't see some real disasters yesterday at all. What we noticed in the last hour were a whole bunch of smart money people were coming in and picking off stock in the last 20, 30, 40 minutes, picking up bargoons. And this morning they're looking like geniuses. I kind of want to be one of those. Nice to see. I'm noticing in pre-market too. Our favorites, for example, Matterport up 53 cents to 20.44. SoFi is up 18 to 14.75. It's even been higher than that already this morning. Rocket Lab 15.10 up 29 cents. Happy to see that. Um, let's see what else we got here. I think 23andMe was down a bit this morning. At one point, it was down to like the 820, 30 range. Now it's back to 850 to 860. So it looks like it'll come out unchanged. GameStop was up this morning, 194.25, up 205. So that's a good sign. We're definitely getting some positive positive vibes to start the morning. Housing starts. U.S. housing starts climbed 3.9% in August to 1.62 million annual rate. No surprise to see housing starts picking up again because, as we've talked about here, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, the housing business is getting a lot of demand right now from folks who want to get out of big city living, downtown city living. They want the space. They want to be able to work from home now. A lot of you who are watching me are, especially those of you who talk to me privately on these one-on-one chats that I have with you. If by the way, if any of you want to have a one-on-one, I am available Saturdays and Sundays in the morning. I have about 2 openings Saturdays and 2 openings in the morning Sundays. I can do a 1-hour consultation with you and go over with But a lot of you who talk to me one-on-one would like to become self-sufficient. You would really like to be able to not be dependent on the day job anymore. You'd rather be earning an income from your own trading activity, like writing options in particular, writing puts, writing calls, spreads, all that kind of. More than happy to talk to you about that on a one-on-one because we cover a lot of ground in 60 minutes together. If you have an interest, send me an email. The addresses should be down below, brucefrommert@hotmail.com. And just say, Bruce, I'd like to have a one-on-one with you. Pick the day you want, Saturday, next Saturday or two, or Sunday or two. Let me know. If I can't, of course, I'll respond to you and let you know what I can do with you for timing, how we can fit you in, and we'll go from there. It's $400 an hour, one-on-one, on camera chat, and it's private. It's just us. and we'll go over it. But a lot of you want out. A lot of you want out of the rat race, and you want to be doing what we're doing here, what you're watching me do with you, trading the market and learning how to take advantage of up days and down days like yesterday. You want to learn how to take advantage of down days like yesterday to make money when the market has a bad day. This is the secret of becoming a very good trader and staying ahead of the crowd, because you have got to be able to handle a an up moving market and a down moving market, or a flat market, a market that's just kind of meandering along. You have got to always be making money. And if I can help you become a miniaturized version of some of these multi-billion-dollar hedge funds and turn you into a market manager of your own, maybe you can make enough capital to, maybe between you and your significant other, one of you becomes a part-time worker instead of two full-timers, or one of you gets to quit out and out, quit one job, and there's only one worker now. Maybe both of you can become part-timers instead of both being full-timers, or one is a part-timer now, one's a full-timer now. Now both of you are part-timers now because the market is taking care of the rest. I mean, there's some potential here, and I'm more than happy to go over this with you on a one-on-one if you need to. A lot of you, of course, have reached out to me and said, Bruce, I'm watching your classes, I'm watching your lessons. You've done 10 of them so far, and they are really helping me. I'm beginning to get it now. When you talk about call options and put options and depreciation of option time values and all of this, the volatility factor and on, it's making sense now. I'm beginning to get this. It now sounds like plain English to me. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that I can do this. I really thought for 6 months, I really beat myself up about it. Finally decided I would make these classes to leave them to you to watch whenever you want on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, which is my Canadian website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Head over there and watch the lessons. My recommendation is watch them all, but one at a time, because that's all you have to do. You don't have to buy them all. You just buy one when you want one. But if you specifically want to see a class about writing put options or aggressive option trading techniques, watch that class first. They're about 2 hours long each. They're not 5-minute quickies. Very deep, and I talk about the stocks we talk about all the time. And Jen acts as the moderator in these classes, and she asks me questions that I'm getting from live students like you, and it seems to be doing well, and I'm very happy. And again, more classes will be coming once we head to the States. I'll be adding more classes to the list, and we'll kind of go from there. But there are ways to profit in a real awful market. And yesterday, a number of you folks took advantage of the market that was just not doing too well, and you grabbed the opportunity to write put contracts yesterday, where this is a bullish move. This is where you think a stock is going up in the long run rather than down. And even if you're wrong, the clock will be your friend in the end anyway, because you're getting such a premium to write these puts, depending on which contract you're writing. You can earn such a fat premium to write a put contract that even if the stock does not perform, you still make money. Now, I like trading strategies like this. I really like it when you make a move on a put contract like this. Like, for example, Rocket Lab has been kind of talked about quite a bit here lately. People are writing put options. People are writing put options on Rocket Lab, January 20s in particular, and bringing in about $9 a contract in cash. So you're committing to buy 100 shares of Rocket Lab for $20 a share, but you're getting 9 of that money. $9 being handed to you right here. Boom, here you go. That means you're paying 11 for the stock. If you had to buy it at 20, it would really cost you 11. It's trading at 15.10 this morning. It was trading in the 14s yesterday. And it was really interesting watching the stock as it cratered out at 14.03 yesterday during the height of sell-off on the New York and the NASDAQ and the S&P. Those premiums were beautiful. They were juicy as all get up. There were people also writing April 20s, and some writing April 22 and a half, I think it was, really hauling in some serious money. You need to put up the money in cash as a margin requirement. You need to put up the equal amount of capital that it would cost you to buy the stock. So if you're going to write a $20 put, one $20 put contract is a $2,000 commitment on your part to buy stock. You're going to commit $2,000 to buy 100 shares at $20. But reality is you need 1,100 net money, because the first 900 of that $2,000 is being handed to you from the premium of the contract. And what I look at is, if the stock stays at the $15 mark going forward between now and January, as each month goes by, because there's 4 months to go, as each month goes by now, as this contract comes to expiry date, the stock doesn't move. The contracts will shrink in value $1 a month, because they're $4 premium on them right now. They're $5 in the money, because you have to buy the stock at 20, the stock's trading at 15 roughly. So the contract is $5 in the money, but the contract's trading at 9. So there's $4 of time premium on this put. And this put contract will depreciate $1 a month as the time shrinks out if the stock just stays at 15. Now, the double whammy, of course, the home run ball for everyone, is if the shares were to go up $1 a month while the time goes by, you will gain $1 a month in the book value of the contract, because it'll only be worth at the moment $5 a share. Then it'll only be worth 4. Then it'll only be worth 3 and 2. Shares go to 15, from 15 to 16, from 16 to 17, 17, 18. So each month the stock goes up like a quarter a week, 25 cents a week. The stock goes up. Let's say, and it doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. But I'm giving you fundamental theoretical discussion. But if in a couple of months the shares are trading at $17, and there's only 2 months to go in the contract's life, the contract will have lost $2 because the book value will have shrunk by 2, and the contract will lose $2 because of time shrinkage. That's a $4 gain on a $9 contract. The contract will only be trading at $5. You can buy them back at that point if you want to, and take the $4 profit, turn around and now write April 20s, April 2022, 20, and go, or March or whatever, go out so that you're 4 months out again. And you'll probably get 9 for those. So you'll buy these at 5, sell those at 9, and they come back to $5. You'll buy them back and write new contracts at 9 again. Might be 20s, they might be 2250s, they might be 21s, they might be 19s. It all depends on the market. But even if the shares don't perform and they stay at 15 the entire time, they stay at $15 right till expiry date, you still make $4 a share, because the $9 value the contract has today, it will only be worth $5 on expiry day if the shares are sitting at $15 each. You score a $4 a contract, or $400 a contract profit. Now, coming back to the beginning of the whole thing, you put up $2,000 of your money to write the one put, just this one put. You could do it 5 times over, 10 times over. It's up to you. But if you put up $2,000 and you made a $400 net profit at the end of the 4 month time frame, that's from now, September the 21st till January the 17th or something like that, whatever that date is, that's a 4 month time frame. You made a $400 profit on a $2,000 investment in 4 months. Hello, that's 20% return on your money in 4 months. You do this 3 times a year, that's 60% return on your money annualized. Where are you getting that? And your stock isn't doing anything. It just sits there. It didn't go up. It didn't perform. Now, if the shares went down to $12, let's say they went down, and they were sitting at $12 on the last day of your contract, the contract has a book value of $8. You got 9. You still made $1. You buy the contract back at 8, and you can write a new contract for $9, 4 months out if you want. You made $100 profit on a $2,000 investment. Okay, it's not, you didn't get rich, but you made 5% in 4 months. You do that 3 times a year, you're making 15% a year. Still a good return. I mean, you tell me which mutual fund is going to make you 15% this year, you'll do well. This is if the stock goes down $3 a share between now and January. The Rocket Lab is, the darling of the market these days, but this gives you the some idea of how juicy writing puts can be if you're writing the correct ones. This is what's being learned here and being picked up here on this channel by a lot of you. You're beginning to figure out, whoa, I didn't know this. I didn't know I could have a premium coming my way. I didn't realize the power of the clock. I had no idea the power of time that can make me money. I just have to have capital, making it work for me and allowing the clock to grind the profits my way and grind the money out of the hands of the gamblers who are buying these contracts. Because why would a gambler pay you $9 a share in premium? Why would someone pay you $9 for this stock? Well, keep in mind that Rocket Lab went public at $10 a share. When it used to be, Rocket Lab took over a SPAC, it was a $10 deal. And there are people out there who are saying to themselves, when all the insiders can sell their stock, as soon as the shares go higher, more and more people will be allowed to sell their paper. Stock will come into the market, it'll go lower. That's what they're thinking. And they're using the analogy of like a SoFi. It went from $24 to $14, now sitting at 15 something. They're thinking there might be a pullback to the $10 neighborhood. The problem in their thinking, in my opinion, is they're selling the contract. They're buying they're buying the contract for $9. In effect, giving you the $9. They're buying the contract to be allowed to sell their stock at $20 a share, even if it's trading at 10, because they're thinking if it goes to 10, at least I can sell it at 20. But it did cost me $9 to do so. But if the shares go to 8 because there's selling coming in and it's going to back off, again, these are folks who are convinced the stock is going to go down by 50% or so. If it goes to 8, they're selling a contract to you at 9 now. So they're paying you $9. But if the stock goes to 8, they've got a $12 contract. So they're in their mind, I'm making $3 in profit by selling you this, by buying from you a contract. So I'll give you 900, but later someone's going to give me 1,200. That's their mentality. Your mentality is this Rocket Lab is just trading like crazy right now, and they're launching satellites. Their book is backing up with more and more orders. They're going to be launching hundreds of satellites over the next number of years. The companies will be going to be generating all kinds of cash flow, and it will eat up any and all stock that anyone wants to sell. And there's the gamble. You're looking as a bullish investor. The seller of the put or the buyer of the put is a bearish investor. And who's right? Well, in your case, you could be wrong, and the stock could go all the way down to $11.10 a share, and you still would make a dime on this deal. Stock sits at $12, you make $1. Stock goes to $13, you've made $2 profit. Stock's at $15 in December, you've made $4 profit. If stock closes at $20 a share, you've made all $9 in profit. In reality, the stock goes up $5 a share in price from 15 to 20. You don't make a $5 profit. You make a $9 profit on the stock. That's the difference. So a shareholder who buys the stock at 15 right now, $15, sells it at 20, they make $5. Stock goes to $20 for, in your case, you get to keep all $9 on that put contract. You've made $9, $4 more than a shareholder of the company. The power of a put contract with a nice premium on it. That's worth the risk. That's worth the upside. You've got $4 of added protection against the stock price by selling or by selling a $9 valued put, where you're prepared to pay 11 for a stock that's trading at 15, and you're daring the market to go down there between now and December. There you go. In any event, put contract writing is something that really kicked in yesterday for a lot of you as the markets were having a bad day. And this is the time where you want to write put contracts, is when markets are having a bad day. Absolutely when you want to be doing it. Yesterday we had the same thing on a little bit of that on SoFi. It did reach 1442 yesterday. It wasn't a big drop. Goldman definitely had a drop yesterday, but is having a recovery now. Over on, let's take a look at a few of the favorites here. 23andMe. We had a very good day when it was all said and done yesterday. Surprisingly, we were as low as $8 yesterday morning. Perfect time to write a put. We're now right now at 852. GameStop crapped out yesterday at 184. What a time to write put contracts. You could have written 180s, 185s, 190s, 200s. You could have written 175s, 170s for a week, a month, 3 months for the stock now pre-market 194, looking good. Matterport, another one. The shares reached 1926 yesterday morning. What a perfect time to write $20 puts, 2250 puts, 1750 puts, because now it's a 2048. It's up 51 cents this morning, looking nice. This is what down days are all about. Nice big dips on the markets are when you want to write put contracts on good moves up, as you know, we have good up days. Those are the days you buy back puts to lock in profits. Obviously, on down days, those are the days you buy back call options that you've written, obviously, if they're coming your direction. And of course, there's always the tried and true method, where today being Tuesday, you're looking at GameStop at 193, 194 right now, and you've got 100 shares of GameStop in your portfolio, or 500 or 1,000 or whatever you got. You got to be looking at this going, should I be writing $200 call options for this Friday that it will die in 3 days? Should I be doing that? Because if I can get $3, $4, $5 a share for a contract that is out of the money right now, and this stock stays in the 193, 194, 197 range, those contracts will be worthless. I get to keep all that money for 3 days of my time. Normally, if you can bring in a buck or two a week on GameStop on option depreciation, nothing wrong with that. But if you can bring in $2, $3 in 3 days, even better. So anyway, there we are, 194 on GameStop right now. And if it opens up with a nice surge this morning and wants to pop to 196, 198, maybe you might write 200s, you might write 205s, 210s for this Friday that die in 3 days. And you could do a scenario where if you sell a contract for $5, you put in a buy order at 205 right now. Just put the order in and dare the market to come down and give it to you. You might have it this afternoon. The stock might have a profit-taking run this afternoon, backs off $4, $5, $6, and you get your contract back for $2, sold it at $5, made a $3 profit. Thank you, GameStop, for $3 today. I appreciate it. It's $300 per 100, $3,000 per 1,000. What do you want to do with that money? Up to you. Buy more GameStop stock if you want, or diversify into something else. Lovely. Or pay bills. Pay bill. There you go. That is what is available to us. It's been an interesting ride already this week, and I think it'll be even more interesting as the week goes on. We're up 214 right now on the Dow. We're on the pre-market. We're up, looks like 25 on the S&P, and it looks like we're up 83 odd on the NASDAQ. That's what we are showing right now. The housing stats came out as a positive. They're growing, and that's not surprising considering the way the market has been running. Matterport at 2050 right now, up 53 cents. GameStop showing a gain of 130 right now to 193.50. 23andMe is showing, let me see if I can get this to pop up here, 860 right now, down a dime on 3,400 shares. We have Rocket Lab showing a price now of 1510, I think it is, 1520, up 39 cents on 15,000 odd volume. SoFi's volume so far looks like 162,000. We're at 1475 now on SoFi, up 18 cents. Goldman Sachs showing 381.12, up 299 a share, and that was 372 last night with an hour to go. So we are up almost $10 a share on Goldman from yesterday afternoon. A very nice snapback, and it might go much higher later today. Very nice. I'm not surprised at this. Those of you, excuse me, those of you who own options on Goldman Sachs, and Apple and IBM and good quality stocks. You guys are buying a January's, February's, March, April, May, June contracts for next year. I commend you because you've got all this time, 4 months and more of time to allow markets to have shenanigans like yesterday, to have a crazy down day and then a recovery, and you can just sit back and say, "Go ahead, Dow. Go ahead, S&P. Go ahead, Nasdaq. Do what you got to do. Get it out of your system. Shake out the loose hands, and let's move on." Because at the end of the day, a stock like Goldman Sachs and Apple and Microsoft, they're going to come out with their next quarter financials in the next 2 months. Because every 12 weeks, out come financials. They'll come up with their next quarter financials. And in the case of Goldman Sachs, they're going to blow the doors off of last year's second, third quarter. I mean, it's an automatic. They're going to blow the doors off of last year. Impossible not to. They are going to be they're making so much money right now on the recovery. I think we've got ourselves a lovely little move coming. And the analysts are going to say, geez, this Goldman Sachs trading at maybe 5 times earnings after the next report comes out. They're trading at maybe forward earnings of 4 times earnings. That is unsustainable. You cannot trade that kind of quality stock at that low a PE multiple. It just does not make sense. Even with higher interest rates, this is the kicker that I think about with Goldman. And what I love about it is if there's actually going to be higher interest rates, Goldman Sachs stock will surge. It will go to 500 in no time. Because, of course, the higher the interest rates, the more Goldman can charge for money. And the bigger the spread between what they pay for the money and what they get for it. And so that's just a built-in profit engine for a company like Goldman Sachs. And, of course, all the other banking stocks like JP Morgan and the Bank of America and Wells Fargo, all these guys, they'll all surge, including our friends at SoFi. SoFi will be perceived as a higher yielding company as well with higher rates. So if the rates want to go up 0.5 percentage point, 1/4 of a point, 3/8 of a point, whatever they want to do in the next year or so, if that's going to happen, one, the economy is not going to crater. But number two, this part of the economy will pick up steam big time. There'll be a lot of money coming into these stocks over and above the kind of money they're already piling in right now. Goldman is buying up all their stock left, right, and center. They're buying back stock like you can't believe because they've increased their buyback budget. And it's likely that Goldman will probably increase their dividend yield, their dividend payout in the next quarter. Don't be surprised if they do that. Earnings per share on Goldman Sachs, $54.68. Earnings per share, $54.68 a share is how much money they're making. That's why the stock is trading at 6.92 PE multiple. It's under 7. The money is unbelievable. They're going to increase that $54 per share earning number in the next quarter. It'll take out last year's quarter, take it out, add the latest quarter in, and that number will be higher. It wouldn't surprise me if it's over 60, maybe even 62. And so, yeah, this is a company on fire, and the street at the moment is ignoring it. Maybe because it just wants higher rates before they buy into it. I don't know. But when the moment comes that the street wants in, the stock will jump $100 a share instantly, and then everyone will be chasing it. And that's how it usually goes. The dividend is only $2 a share. They're earning a 54. They're paying a dividend of 2. So they're not blowing out all the money they make to their shareholders. They're holding it back. They're building their cash reserves dramatically. And they're now buying up a bunch of their stock as well. So as I said, the dividend is likely to be increased every quarter going forward for several quarters yet. That will add also, because if rates go up but the dividend goes up, the stock will not go down because of higher interest rates, because its yield, the stock's yield, will stay ahead of the 10-year treasury. Right now, if you buy Goldman Sachs, you get 2.1% on your money. So you're getting almost a percentage point more, not quite, about 0.8% more money than if you bought the 10-year treasury. And the odds of Goldman's raising their dividend is extremely high. And it would surprise me if in a year from now, the dividend is $2.50 to $3 a share, 50% more. But the stock will then be 5, 6, 700 a share, as I've been calling it, a $700 stock that's masquerading right now as a $381 stock. So there you go. There's my little rant, my little thought. We're 15 minutes away from opening up today. I want to thank all of you for being here today, hanging around with yours truly. Those of you who are becoming members of this channel, thank you very much for considering a membership of this channel. I do appreciate it. You are the absolute backbone of this channel. Without my members, I would not be on the air anymore. We don't have enough views to justify me being live 5 hours a day. There's no way. I don't have 30,000 views each show. I have a select core of people who are really interested in what we're talking about here. And it makes sense, because to try to talk to people about certain stocks and then talk about writing options with these stocks, that is a snippet of the following, where I'm giving away 90% of the market, because 90% of the viewers on YouTube that are looking to watch a guy like me, or anyone like me, not particularly me, but someone in front of this camera, 90% of the folks out there are looking for someone to look them in the eye and say, buy this stock here at this price in exactly 15 minutes, because later today you're going to double your money. And I'm not that guy. And I keep telling the world, I am not that guy. I am the guy that will help you try to steer you into quality issues, junior issues that have a lot of upside potential, existing companies that are doing very well and will take good care of you. But there are ways to enhance your revenue, and that is option writing. And this means you are part of a select audience that is only 10% of the YouTube following that would be interested in finance stocks. So, keep in mind that finance guys like me, we don't attract millions of viewers. We don't. If I were throwing pumpkins off a skyscraper and splattering them all over a driveway, I would have millions of viewers and millions of views. But I wouldn't be making any money, because the advertisers pay so little for that kind of content, because it's goofy and they're not interested in that demographic. Whereas where I am in the financial world, I'm dealing with those of you out there who are trying to make a better life for yourselves and become self-employed. But only a number of you, a certain select number of you that will dig deeply into how to do it, and you'll do the homework, and you'll follow my lead, and you'll watch my lessons, and you'll figure it out. Makes sense to me. I totally get it. When I was a broker, I used to remember when I tried to get clients, when I was trying to build a book, I would call 10 people and get one person that would talk to me for like a minute or two, and in one in 10 of those would maybe open an account with me and give it a try. And so it would be 100 to 1. And this is 78, 79, 80, all those years that I was pounding away, dialing and dialing and dialing to try to reach people who might be interested in what I had to offer. So many people would say to me, I tried the market once and I lost $1,000 and I'm never going to do it again. And they would slam the phone on me and they wouldn't listen to what I had to offer them. That's the way it is in YouTube as well. People come to channels, they watch a guy for 30 seconds, and if they don't get a hot tip that will take their $1,000 investment to $10,000, they don't want to listen to this guy, because it's called work. You have to work at it, and you have to learn how to handle a market and handle the psychology of the stock market. You have to learn the psychology of the stock market to beat it. And you're up against the 30-second or the 8-second attention span investor. That's who you're fighting against to make money. The 8-second trader is who you are up against to make money off of these guys. And the way you do it is you take the long train. and you take the option writing strategy where you offer them the instruments with which they can gamble in the market, and you make it on your end from the time depreciation, the grinding out of the investment. It's the hardest way to do it. It's the hardest way to do it, but it's the most rewarding, and it's very consistent. It can be very consistently profitable for you, but you've got to work at it. And many of you have told me that you've realized, I never knew it worked like that, because I was always being told, I just got to buy the hot tip. That's all I got to just buy the hot tip and I'll be fine. No, no. The GameStop shares were hot tips. The GameStop shares were part of hot tips all through December and January and February. And a lot of people made money, but a lot more lost money because they heard about the hot stock at 400 a share. They heard about it at 300 a share. They heard about it way too late to get in. And some of you are here. Some of you are still here who you bought it, and you now know. Now you know, with history and hanging around here a while. Oh, did you buy at the wrong time? But that's how this market works. A lot of newbies come into the markets at the wrong time in the wrong way, and those in the know are the ones who are making money, and they can take advantage of hot stocks by writing call options and enjoying the ride the other way. Anyway, there you go. There's the deal. We'll see what's going on. Let's see what's going on here. Maximus is saying, so GameStop is not going to blast soon due to the market readjustment due to Evergrande, but I don't know when would be a good out for you. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's what I'm saying at all. At 320, a lot of stocks and indices started turning around. It was very strange, but very predictable. And I've seen this before so much. I'm in on Goldman at 374. You can use Evergrande as a good example. When people's debts get called, the company sells all its assets to offset as much of the debt as possible, but any debt not covered is just lost. Yeah, and I think that in the case of Evergrande, I think the Chinese government is going to quietly step in there and slowly but surely stabilize their bond market without a lot of fanfare. And I think things are going to just calm down. But a lot of people will lose a lot of money over there. They really will, especially the gamblers that really leverage themselves. They will lose a lot of money. Anyway, there it is. Good morning, my fellow bagel heads. Will today be a dead cat bounce, or will we power through? We'll find out. If we don't open up 500-600 points, I'm happy, actually. I would really like the market to open up on a cautious level and slowly build. That's what I want to see. I don't want the market to open up 400 points and then give 300 back and then come back 100. I don't want that. I would rather have the market open slower, lower, and build a base and come on a bit. Now, it might take a few days to do this. It's not like an instant turnaround, but we'll wait and see. The quality stocks will be the first to rebound for sure. And we can see already Goldman is definitely on the uptick right now. A lot of our SPACs are popping up. A lot of our former SPACs are popping up right now, which is good to see. Not surprised, though, because they were oversold. They went down way too far, too fast. Anyway, there you have it. All right, let's see what's going on. We're 7 minutes from the opening. And let's see what's going on here. Is the worst to come Thursday if they don't make their payment? I think between now and Thursday, there's Chinese holidays right now. So the bank, everything opens on Thursday for the bond market over there. And I think that as we are here, the Chinese government people are behind the scenes shoring up and preparing to shore up some of the bonds. But again, I can't get a deal because I don't know. And it doesn't matter to us. It's a domestic Chinese problem. I don't think it's going to be going to give us a cold on the outside. And aren't the Chinese closed until tomorrow? There you go. That's what I was thinking too. Let's go. Morning, everybody. Hi, Michael. Alert, Bruce's birthday is tomorrow. It's true. It is true. I will turn 66 tomorrow. And after my shows are over for my birthday, I'm going to my dentist. Oh, I can't wait. Won't that be fun? Rodrigo Spire is starting to get a lot of attention from Wall Street Bets, SPIR. Interesting. Is anyone in gaming NFTs? Not me. I thought I lost 500 this month on dumb option plays. Turns out it was all in my Uncle Bruce stock picks. I still believe, though. So there you go. Congratulations. Giorgio's effective discipline. Believe in what you're doing, reinforce with confidence. If you believe in what you're teaching, your children will as well and prosper. I averaged down an ATIP and ME, and the rest are in the green. Need a little upward movement on the two to get green there too. And I think you'll get it. I believe you will. I want out of the rat races. Anyone currently doing this, working from home? What industry? UB, Uncle Bruce is a Virgo. Isn't today the last day for that? No, tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Maximus, I'm still up on Uncle Bruce's picks due to the covered call writing. I just need ME to go up a couple more cents, and I'll be up on all of them. That's not bad. Will the markets be up? Not much to be made on ATIP. $5 covered calls. John, I doubt Uncle Bruce is a Virgo. He is, after all, a married man. Oh, says me. From a 100 shares perspective, sure. But since ATIP price is so low, the premium on the covered calls are a higher percentage of the current value of the $5 calls. Yeah, you might want to look at 250s or just buy the stock. John Biscuit, you be crazy, man. DQ, hi, I'm the clock, your friend to the end. That's right. Hi, I'm timeless. I'm a broken clock. Bless you, Jen, says Dirty Harry. Warren, the only problem is now I have more real tax planning to pay for all these gains. There you go. Let's see. Welcome one, welcome all. We are 4 minutes away or so until we start trading here. It's nice to have you joining me today. And welcome every one of you guys to the show, and hope you're going to have a good day today. We're up 180 on the Dow right now. Let's see. Let's go. Writing an ATIP 750 cash, a 750 strike cash secured put for 250 premium would have been pretty bad before the drop. Yeah, I guess, because the drop would be, we're at what, 360 now, and the put would be book valued at almost $4, and so you'd be upside down on it. But if you wrote a cash secured put that's good till January or February, you'd have time for recovery. But yeah, that's it. John, is anyone actually listening to Bruce today? I mean, is anyone listening to this guy? Wait till SoFi is back in the 20 range before writing calls. There you go. Does anyone listen to Bruce? Does Bruce make anybody any money anywhere? Because one guy said last night, I don't make anybody any money. And I don't know, they don't even know why I bother doing this YouTube stuff. What are you going to do? With the markets in China being closed until tomorrow, do you see a second wave of contagion in the U.S. after we see the effects there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think this is going to be limited to a domestic thing. Check out Matterport pre-market 2046. I got it at 2080 on Matterport. It's up 83 cents right now. Woo! Like that. We've got GameStop sitting at 194.47 up to 27. 23andMe, it's 860. Rocket Lab in the pre-market jumping around right now. It's looking like $15, but it was just at 15.20 a minute ago. Jumping around. SoFi 1471 up 14. Well, there you go. Let's see. Rob is saying Pallant Bond depends on the volatility of the rise. If SoFi jumps $5 in 2 days, then the premiums on the 2250s or 25s might be in the 3-4 range. But if it's gradual increase, you might be looking at less. That's true. Fast move can increase spreads on contracts. Very much so. We'll watch for that. We always watch for that. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go. What's going on? Welcome, everybody. Let's go. Pallant Bond. I made money on Matterport calls I bought. Now I know I would do to start writing calls. Samuel, Uncle Bruce, I don't have as much to invest as some others, meaning I can't really write cash covered puts as I don't have much dry powder. Anything an investor like me can do besides buying the dip on down days? No, I mean, if you have limited powder, you have limited options. You have limited possibilities. That obviously makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Rudy says, I'm holding the bag right now on ATIP, 5, 10, 12, 50s for Feb. Bought them all when it was still a SPAC and in the $10 range, right? I hear you there. We need a new CEO to be announced, and then we want to hear the plan. Pre-market, Lucid at 2407. Here we go. What else is going on? Yeah, you have time, Rudy. You have time. That is right. My GameStop average is $97. Bought in January. Wish I bought a bunch more when it dropped to 40. There you are. And we're getting ready to open up. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. All of you who are following me, those of you who are subscribers, thank you. Those of you who are members, a special thank you. You are the backbone of this channel. Jen and I thank you so much for your support. We're going to go now to members only commentary. Membership has its privileges, and we encourage as many of you as possible. Please consider becoming a member of the channel. You can make comments during market hours and ask me questions on the market. I'll try to help you out as much as I can. Thank you one and all for being here. Thank you for the 266 thumbs ups already in the first hour of this show. I appreciate it. We're getting ready to go here. The bells are ringing, and we're up and running. We'll see how the markets are going to treat everyone today. Hopefully very, very well. That would be the way I'd like it. The Dow showing a 158 gain at the moment. Let's check out our opening trades, see how things are looking, and hopefully some of you getting a lot richer today, or maybe all of you. That'd be kind of nice. If all of you could get really rich today, that'd be just great. There you have it. Let's see what's going on. Following the latest updates and questions from all of you. GameStop, let's go. GameStop is moving. Let's roll. Larry forgot 10 seconds early today, laughing out loud. GameStop wants to go over 200. We have GameStop at 195.02, up 282 to start the morning. Good morning, everybody. Here we go. Matterport showing right now 21.08, up $1.11. Love it. We love the start. We've got the Dow up 124. We got S&P up 17.5. NASDAQ up 62. Just the way I like it. That's the way I want to see this move. I got a long Tootsie Roll here. Matterport back to where it was if money was forgotten. And let's see. Bruce, if I sold a SoFi put, $25 strike price, $12 premium that expires Jan 20 in 2023, could I be exercised anytime between now and then? Yes. It's the way the money for the buyer. Does the money need to be covered to held up until it says? So you got to put up the cash. You got to put the $2,500 to write one put. You'll get $12 in, $1,200 in. So you'll have $3,700 sitting there. You could be exercised at any time. You want to be exercised right away. Yes, you do. That would be terrific because you'd be paying $13 a share for a stock that's trading at $14.73. So you'd be up $1.73 on this trade right now, just right now. But do not expect to be exercised right now. What you're looking for, if you're going to write this contract, you're looking for the stock to go up in price. And if it goes up $3-4 a share to $17, you're still on the hook at 25, but you got 12 up front. So it's only going to cost you 13 to buy a $17 stock. Now you're plus 4. Of course, the stock goes up in price, the contract premiums will drop, which of course there's your profit, because you can at any time buy this contract back in the open market. And if you buy it at 9, having sold it at 12, you're up $3, $300 on a $2,500 commitment on your part, $2,500 you put up. But if you make that in a month, what's wrong with making $300 on $2,500 every month? That's $3,600 a year on $2,500. Nice. I have 8 covered calls I can make for GameStop. What looks good right now? So you could theoretically produce 8 covered calls. Well, you got to check it out. 196.08 is the stock right now, as far as I can tell you. You've got to figure out, how long a contract do you want to write? Do you want to write one for just this Friday? Do you want to write one that expires for next Friday or the Friday after? If you're going to write a contract that expires in 3 or 4 Fridays from now, you probably get maximum premium, but you can also probably go further out in exercise price. So, are you comfortable writing 200s? If you're comfortable writing 200s, you're going to write a contract for this Friday. If you're comfortable writing 210s, you might look at next Friday or the Friday after. Keep that in mind and check out your values. Sold Matterport cover call Friday, bought it back in the last hour yesterday. Time to sell another Matterport cover call today, maybe. Matterport 2068 at the moment. It's had a good start here. We'll see how it holds as the morning goes on, as the day goes on. It would be great. What if it goes to 22 today? Then you might write 2250s or 25s. Yeah, we'll see. Hologram says up, up, up. that would free up all your cash, and the left, and you get extra. Sweet. Hey, Bruce, there's such a thing of buying a green dip. I'm not sure about that. I mean, yeah, there's always stocks that are the perfect time to buy, no matter what price they're trading at. No matter what they were the day before. Sometimes the next day is the right day, but each one has its own, has its own story. B Fits. I had a great day yesterday. Didn't bother looking at my stocks. Even bought a few more SoFi calls on a nice dip. I'm looking today though. I like what I see. Cheers, B Fits. Cheers, and thank you for being here. Love it. Hope you're all making money here. 146 is the gain on the Dow. Let's call it 159 now. The Dow's up 159. We're up 20 on the S&P. We're up 77 on NASDAQ. Thank you, markets. Things are definitely improving here today. I like it. Fenneville. Nazareth, 205 strike with a 4 premium is good on GameStop. The max pain is around 200, so 200 strike is not worth selling. There you go. Erico, thank you for answering that in such detail. That one question was worth more than $10 a month. I pay you. Happy born day to you and I tomorrow. Don't forget about your nephew tomorrow. Thank you, thank you. Rocket Lab is up 2 cents to 14.83. SoFi up 17 cents to 14.74. GameStop up $1.35 to 193.55. Matterport still holding a gain of 41 cents to 20.38. ME showing a 2-cent loss at the moment. Smart Rent gaining 9 cents. Spire up 95 to 13.90. You gotta love that Spire, man. That stock is really something. ATIP is up a penny. Sextera up 2 cents to 9.50 a share. AMC Entertainment up 43 cents. Remember, AMC and GameStop, I believe, are on short sale restricted list today. They can't be shorted. Not a bit anyway. SMH, okay, Robinhood's up 50 cents. SMH up 80 cents. Home Depot up 314. Good day there. IBM up 78 cents to 135.08. The Dow up 184 now. Microsoft up 39 cents. Apple up 81. Tesla up 467. Bed Bath Beyond down 12 cents. BlackBerry up 11. Royal Caribbean up $1.36 to 84.32. We've got Goldman Sachs up $1.80 to 379.94. Very good. That is a $7+ gain from yesterday's last hour on Goldman. And the question now will be, will there be a little run from here if the Dow continues to grow? And it is. It's now up 206. The Dow is climbing again. We're up 0.61% at the best performing index. S&P is up half a point at 22 points higher. NASDAQ is up 0.5 percentage point at 75.47. The Dow up 0.60, up 203. Looking good. We like it. One hopeful sign for the hard hit stocks: the S&P 500 is below its 50-day moving average. That is a technically a short-term bull signal when the stock market dips below its 50-day, or any stock below 50-day moving. Interesting to watch that. We'll keep an eye on it. Happy early birthday. Thank you. Nice. Appreciate it. Nazareth Ben. Oh, yeah. I should check Max Payne for a month out. Free Thinker. Max Payne for a month out will change as contracts are bought and sold between now and then. Beneville, do it for this week, then plan accordingly for next week. Wait for GameStop to pop a little more, then asking. The 205 is only 3-ish right now. So there you go. Something to watch as players are watching the GameStop shares as they are fluctuating. Right now, I've got them at 192, down a penny at the moment, and that's what we have at this second. We have a nice little pop on the opening, a little pullback now, and we'll see if we have a little consolidation and another run up. GameStop just went positive, up 57 cents. The Dow up 257 and climbing now 0.75 of a percentage point. S&P and NASDAQ are both up 0.63, 0.64. They're climbing as well. They're following the Dow higher. Oil is up 58 cents a barrel, not as much as the drop yesterday. Matterport back to 2065 now. The high of the day, 21.25. We're at 2065. We're up 68 cents on Matterport. Looking good. SoFi up 21 cents to 14.78. Looking for a breakout. Rocket Lab 14.80, down 2 pennies. Very quiet. GameStop showing now a loss of 66 cents. We've got ME down a dime, Smart Rent up 9, Spire at 14.02, up $1.07. This stock has been everywhere. Back on the 15th of the month, that would be 6 days ago, it was 9.43. It's now 14.02. Your Spire Global is really moving here. The street loves this deal between Spire and the Canadian company Exact Earth. They love this deal. The 23rd of August, we were at 8.53 on Spire. Just so you know, we're up $6 from that moment in time. And remember, Spire was held at $9.97 to $10 a share for months, waiting for the final vend-in, the approval from the SEC to do the SPAC rollover. It took forever, and it finally happened in looks like, what was it, August 9th, 10th range. Finally took place. It went down, but now is surging, $14 a share, up $1.06, looking really good. Your Spire can make you a lot of money here, and I like what I see there. Good stuff, kids. Welcome one, welcome all. We're up a half a penny. We're up 5 cents on ATIP. We're up 2 on Sextera right now. Rocket Lab just went positive, 14.83, up 2 cents. We've got SoFi up 19 and GameStop now up 71. Matterport up 78. So we got some green going through here. I like it. Uncle Bruce up over 900% on some Spire November 1250 call options. Let it ride or sell and look for a dip to get some cheaper options further out. I would let it ride right now. I don't think we're done here. I think what's happening, my speculation is, a lot of the Canadian shareholders that own Exact Earth, they're being paid cash to take a walk, to sell out. Their stock has already gone up with that deal. They're cashing in the stock up here, and they're turning around and they're buying your stock. They're buying Spire. And I think they're going to keep buying it. I think they're going to keep chasing it because they sense that the Spire shares, along with Exact Earth combined, could put the stock over $20 a share. And I think that's why the stock is doing so well. It has its waves, though, as you well know. But right now, $13.96 with only volume of 205,000 shares. There's going to be a lot more volume coming into this stock, and I think it's going to go higher. And these moves are creating confidence among investors. We've already hit 14.57 today on Spire, so don't be surprised if they pop higher. So there you go. I think you're going to do really nicely on these. Just lost Bruce. Dan, awkward, up 90%. You're still asking what to do. Please cash out, says Fanado. Totally your call, though, of course. Let's see. Bruce never says sell. Laugh out loud. You know, you can do a sell if you want, of course. And if you did, what should you do, right? If you've got contracts that are long enough out, then you have no pressure to sell. And a 900% sounds incredible. But if that means you went from a dime to $1, hey, you're at $1. If you went from 30 cents to $3 or 20 cents to $2, there's still tons of upside. Tons of upside here. I like the Spire. It's back to 14.01. I like this thing for $20 a share. So if that means you're going to take a 20-cent investment and it turns into an $8 investment, way to go, man. And then sell at 8 and buy the stock to write options, you can always do that, or move into something else, or roll over into other options. I like it. Don't let these guys fool you with these, oh, you're up 900%, you should sell. No, they don't know your trade. They don't know your situation. They're following percentages, which is fine. But, you know, stocks don't care whether you're in or not, or up or not. They don't care. And they will not react for you. They just react with the market. And just because you're ahead doesn't mean other people are going to go, oh, I'm not going to buy now because someone's up 900%. It's not going to happen. You bought at the right time at the right price. Way to go. You deserve every dime you get, and you should get more. And I think Spire can go higher. But that's my opinion. And yeah, some people say, He never says you should sell. Well, it's at 14.12 now. It's going up again. You're getting richer. There it is. It's okay. I'm not picking on anybody, by the way. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's all right. It's okay. Everyone has their opinion as what you should do, and love it. I love everyone coming in with their thoughts on it. It's okay. Got to take off my clothes. I'm getting hot here. Got to get the ratings higher too, so I better start stripping. Yeah, let's start taking the clothes off and get more viewers. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah. Oh, that was exciting. I'm getting all excited now. Welcome all to Stock Markets with Bruce. Oh no, Bruce is mocking me. I'm mocking you. I'm mocking you. Internet. Uncle Bruce, Goldman Sachs, January 20, 2023, $400 call for 38.60. Is it a good buy? Yes and no. I would rather you spend 38.60 and bought a much closer into the money contract. That would be my preferred choice. And if it means you come into the 2022 summer range, I'm happy with that. If you can get into 380s, 375s for that kind of money, but you're now looking at Junes or Julys, I might be happier with that. I'd like you to be closer to the market because I want you to get into the money ASAP. The stock's at 380, and I really want you holding in the money contracts. I don't mind that you're only out $20 a share from being in the money, but 38.60 is a serious premium to pay. I would rather you were a writer of this contract, but to be honest, I wouldn't recommend you write this contract because it's too far up. So look at summer. Look at something in the summer and try to get into the 380, 85 neighborhood, or even in the money. Can you get in the money? Can you buy 370s? Can you buy 360s? I prefer you do that. And then you're going to get a much higher delta. Like the stock goes up $1, your contract goes up like 80 cents. Because right now, your stock goes up $1, you're only going to go up 30 cents. You're getting very little performance. And it's going to be this way for the next $30, $40 a share. So I'd like you to kind of get a kick now. That's the way I look at it. Dan's going, well, he's up 1,100% now. Bruce is right. They're 2105 on Matterport right now, and and Spire 1555 up 260 a share. Boom, baby. There you go. It's rolling. Okay. Spire 15. I'm telling you, it's going to $20. It's going to 20. Speaking of my own experience, Feniville, and a few others here, if we could have sold the SoFi 22.50 back in April or May, we would have been way better off than now. Sure. I mean, if we could always sell at the all-time high every single time, we'd be geniuses. We'd be incredible. But it wouldn't be real because we would be playing with a flux capacitor somehow, and that we wouldn't be normal. You'll never always get the high every single time. You're going to miss them. That's the way it is. It's just the way it is. 1563 on Spire going higher. Make money. Spire just jumped $1 in the last minute. That's right. Stripping for likes, Uncle B. Whoa, go Spire. Uncle Bruce, actually, you said sale MSC and look what happened, then laughing out loud. Yeah, well, I called AMC on a fundamental level, not emotional. I'm calling AMC on fundamental. You know that. If you're a follower of this channel, you know my track record on AMC. And you know what I call AMC on a fundamental. Right now, it's not worth $40, 68 cents a share, but it's trading there. It can trade wherever it wants. The market is putting it wherever it wants, but the fundamental value of this company is negative $20 a share, okay? That's fundamental. But it's all right. Up to you how you want to do it. We mock the ones we love. That's right, we do. Spire is on fire. There you go, 1589, getting richer. There you have it. Tough love with Bruce. There you go. Thumbs ups for the striptease, Bruce. Thank you, everybody. Spire going higher. Buy the stock. Zzz, that's right, baby. Zzz, Spire and Uncle Bruce taking his clothes off. You can just buy the stock. Thanks for keeping it grounded, Bruce. I try. I bought one Goldman Sachs in the money contracts strike price $355 for December. For 38, will I be okay? I think you're going to be very okay. I think you're going to be very, very, very okay. Matterport looking like covered call writing territory again. Is it? I love it. 2144. Yeah, baby. I like it. Yeah. Looking at writing 20s or 2250s or 25s, depending how far out you want to go. Yeah, I like it a lot. This is good stuff. Spire 1580 up 285, kids. GameStop up 292. SoFi up 18 cents. Rocket Lab down 3. Come on, you guys. You others have to move here. You got to move. Got to get going. Let's get going. IBM's a $1.32 higher. The Dow's up 337. I like it. I like the way this market's reacting right now. This is a very good performance. It's taking good care of you. 1574 on Spire. Any of you have $10 contracts, 1250s, 750s? Did some of you pick off some of those cheap contracts? You are laughing right now. Matterport 2138. I know I have viewers who are sitting on 1250s. They're sitting on 15s. They're sitting on 10s. I know it, and they're doing great. This is good stuff. Now that you're long, look at writing, maybe 2250s. You decide. There you go. Karen, I totally agree, Uncle Bruce. Thanks, buddy. You're the best, buddy. Sela, Matterport, $20 covered call expiring October. Should I hold on to it and wait? What should I do? Covered call? Is that Matterport $20? Expiring, should I hold on to it and wait? Did you write the contract or are you long the contract? Sela, you got to help me here. Not sure your situation. Bruce, never followed AMC. People wouldn't stop asking. That's true. I didn't want to follow AMC. I didn't. Then they left. That's right. Because I'm not a fan of AMC's fundamentals, people left the channel. Good riddance. Good, go away. Go somewhere else. There's plenty of YouTubers that'll talk to you about AMC all you want. All you want. It's okay. It's all right. Spire. I'd rather talk about that. 1633 on Spire now, up 338 today. I'd rather talk about SmartRent, up 20 cents. I'd rather talk about Matterport, up $1.36. I'd like to talk about GameStop, $1.49. SoFi, up 21 cents. I like to talk about stocks that I talk to you guys about at $10 a share that have a shot at going higher. They don't all go higher, not each and every one of them, every day, every time. But overall, you spread yourself out over that. You spread yourself out over 9 stocks or 8 stocks instead of 1. You have a better shot at making money. And I think that's where we're going. All we need now is ATIP, hire a new CEO. They are doing it. I'm just waiting for them to tell us who it is. Come on. Because I think that ATIP will go to $6-7 quickly once we know who the hitter is. I'm certain they're going to bring in a hitter. I just feel it, but I can't guarantee it. Sorry. Sexter up 16 cents, 965. I want that at $15 too. Let's go. Spire, $7.50 call, expiring Feb 22. I paid $376. It's worth $840. I love this. I do. $7.50. Your Spire now is almost worth $1,000, buddy. 1706 on your stock. You're going higher. You're going higher. It's up 411 on Spire right now. I like it. If Spire somehow jumps to 20 on a run, would it be a good opportunity to write a covered call before it dips back down? Could be. It could be a covered call right. You might want to write 20s, 2250s if it pops to 20. Sure. Yeah. DQ, all just an FYI for you. If you buy a call and it's not a covered call, when you say covered call, you are implying that you are the writer. Exactly. I need help here, folks. You got to tell me what you're doing. Dan, what are you up now? 1,500% through 17, like butter. 1706, up $4. I can see Bruce was right again. Adventures with Duncan. I'm kicking myself on Spire, man. Oh, man. Staring at my Spire October $15 call that I sold for 24 cents. Did you write a covered call at 24 cents? A few weeks ago, somebody told me, you might be doing a rollover. You might need to do a rollover where you will buy this one back and write a higher priced call. You might need to be doing that. Keep an eye open. 1736. If you can write a 1750 For say January, February, March, that's equal to the October. Then you can move up, or if you can write a 20, further up, but write a 20, and then if the stock backs off a couple bucks, that's where you get your thing. So we'll see. Keep your eye open here. You're not dead yet. You're not dead yet. My favorite part of this channel is that it's not an ape or Wall Street Bets channel. I'm here for wisdom, experience, fundamentals, bagels, oh yeah, and the world's favorite uncle. Oh, thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not here to be a team player to promote stock with other promoters. I'm not a stock promoter. You might call me one, because he only talks about his favorites. Yeah, well, I talk about stocks I like. Sorry, but I also talk about ways to make money on these stocks rather than just buy and hold them. And for some of you, that's a turn on, and some of you, it's a turn off. For the turn offs, they've left. They're gone. I've gone from 106,000 subscribers to 93,000, whatever it is. They're gone. The 93 that are left, 50,000 don't watch me because they came in and they just were here for a week or two and they went away. And there's 40 odd left. And of the 40 odd of you, so many of you are members, and you're the core of the channel. And a number of you are casual watchers, and we're trying to make money. That's all it is. Nothing personal. I'm just trying to make money. We're up 289 on the Dow right now. IBM up $1. Home Depot up 489. Vanek up 77. Robinhood up 77. AMC down 6 cents. Sextera up 20 cents to 969. ATIP up a penny. Spire up 445 to 1740. What a run. Smart Rent up 20 cents. 23andMe down 20 cents. Matterport up $1.43 to 21.40. It's GameStop 192.32 up 12 cents. Really jumping today. SoFi up 17 cents and Rocket Lab down 34. That's what we have at the moment. It's most interesting. Spire volume. Let's take a look at that right now. 205,000 shares, up $4.50 a share. There ain't no stock for sale, kids. Just kind of coin a phrase. There ain't no stock for sale. Yeah, this is going higher. And can you now understand the Canadians coming in here? They had stock in their exact earth. They got bought out with cash. Their stock went up. They're selling their stock now. They're not waiting for the takeover. They're selling at the premium. They're buying Spire right now. And of course, they're getting richer because they have a tenth of the Spire and all that. I mean, it's just a win-win, and it's just feeding itself. And I'm happy to see it. I really am. I'm not shocked, but I'm really happy. Yes, I'm very happy for all of you making money on this. I hope so. Oh my God, logged on expecting red something China. Go Spire, go. I'm up 600% on Spire covered call purchase for February. When should I think about a sale? So double D, you can't stop using these CC terms. You got to tell me I'm up 600% on Spire call purchase. That's all I want to know. When you say CC, I think you are a covered call. You wrote them and you're down. I want you got to help me understand where you're at, because I'm happy for you. Like, I'm really happy. It looks good. It looks very good. Anyway, the stock now is $16.53. It will jump dollars. You know this. So how strong is your tummy? How strong is it? I'm sweating here. I sold 103 covered call on AMD. I don't follow AMD. But if you wrote a covered call and AMD is running, do a rollover. Relax. Buy that 103 back and write a 108 or a 110. I don't know. I don't even know what the stock is. You got to figure that out. Watch my classes. Oh my God, Spire, Cyril says. Oh my God. Michael, Bruce, I have $12 calls April of next year on Spire, and I'm up over 100%. Should I sell? No, don't sell. Just let it run. Let it go. It's going to go to $20. It might go higher. Let it make you money, because it's going to make you money. All right. Justin, I'm okay with ATIP being low for now. Just was able to double my position. Wouldn't mind doubling it again before it takes off. Well, stocks won't wait for you, but hopefully it works out. Strange shouting for a stock to go down. Michael down, Spire. What? Dan, 1,900%. Forrest, yeah, Spire just popped. Dan, 2,100%. Michael, just the same here, just averaged down again. Beneville, I sold Spire call 7.5 strike for $5. Not looking back though. There you go. I think Spire is nothing for sale. Yeah, so SoFi needs a run up like Rocket Lab had, Spire is having today. Yeah, I know. I'd like to see that, but it's going to take billions of dollars to do it, not thousands, not a couple million. Thanks, Uncle B. Appreciate everything you do, Nazareth. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. $18 Spire. Come on, baby. Well, $15.96 right now, up 301. Come on, baby. Good morning, Bruce. Aaron saying, I only have around 200 of Spire, Matterport, Rocket Lab. Can we make SoFi do what these guys have been doing? I have 30,000 SoFi. Jeez, your payoff is going to come, and it's going to be juicy. It's going to be juicy. You turn me on, Bruce, laughing out loud. Thank you, I think. Vanderbilt, my share price averaged 976, so if I get taken out, it's not all bad. There you go. Aaron, my feelings exactly. I haven't hit that thumbs ups. Thank you very much. What are we doing for thumbs ups? We have 339. I thank you so much for those thumbs ups. The Dow has recaptured half of Monday's sharp decline, they say. Google is going to buy a Manhattan office building for $2.1 billion. That's interesting. And let's look at the top performers on the Dow here. Right now, the number one performer, Home Depot, up 449. That's one of my favorites. United Health Group up 444. McDonald's up 269. Salesforce up 241. Walt Disney up 229. Amex up 221. Microsoft up 209. That's a favorite. Amgen up $1.90. Johnson Johnson up $1.80. Walmart up 163. Procter & Gamble up $1.54. Apple up $1.16. Another one of my favorites. Nice. Goldman up 72 cents. Go, Goldman, go. Make everyone rich, please. That would be great. Aaron, nephew Nick, I'm just being greedy. I'm getting richer either way, but I'd like my big boy to hit $30. Yes, indeed. Wrote calls for 230 and 50 this week. Now, I'm not sure what we're talking about. Thanks, everyone, for the advice. I wrote calls for 230 and 50 this week. So, you know, what stock, what option, what month, what, I have no idea. But I just hope it's all good. Adventures. I think I was hacked from someone copying screen names. Beneville, a quick glance at $15 put on Spire for November 19. Asking is $5.90. It's ridiculous. So $6 on Spire. The stock now is $16. That's wild. That's amazing. That would be a good write. If you could get $6 to write a $15 put on Spire, that would be a really good price, but I don't think you'll get it. Read on everything except for Apple and SoFi now. Adventures with Duncan, that's why my bagel hasn't changed. Oh, interesting. Nephew, Eric, yep, just feel a little like SoFi is a dud, even though I know it's not, just a matter of time and patience. But waiting is hard. That's the price you have to pay. This is the hard part. $15.91 on Spire. We're off a little bit from the high. $14.70 SoFi up 13 cents. We're down 30 on Rocket Lab. GameStop up $1.04. Matterport up $1.38, doing really well. 21.35. 23andMe down 27 cents. Smart Rent up 15. Spire still up 296 at 15.91. Volume. Now we got volume. 2.4 million finally on Spire. Some volume coming in here. High today, 18.36. Low of 13.85. Almost a $5 swing. We're at 15.91, up 296 on your Spire, kids. What a run we're having here. Most interesting morning, to say the least. 296 gain, 15.91. All right, I bought $14 Spire calls this morning when it was in the 13s and sold it when it was in the high 17s. Easy money, Michael. Nicely done. You got the balls for it. Knock yourself out. As an ape who only buys and holds GameStop, I watch Uncle Bruce simply because I love the guy. Overall, I made thousands on contracts I chose from Uncle Bruce's picks, including the ATP loss. But I'm done with options for now. Okay, fair enough. Beneville. Michael, congrats. Aspire pullback. Aaron. Nephew, it's absolutely not a dud. So many things coming. Next earnings will be great, I think. Nicholas, billions of dollars. I got 50 cents. Will that move SoFi? Rob, I feel like SoFi won't budge until the charter gets approved. Michael, good luck filling that building, Google. Ed, I have 10 call contracts on Matterport, 1750 strike, and January expiry. I'm up 70%. Thoughts? You're getting richer, and you're going to get richer. It's looking really good. It's not backing off. It had a little pullback. It's back to here. It might go higher. It's done well for you, and I think it'll keep doing well. Uncle Bruce, I wrote calls on Spire, but don't own any shares. If I have the funds, would you suggest buying them at the $10 price, or just selling my option? Just curious how you are on this. Oh, if you wrote calls, you can't sell them. If you wrote calls on Spire, you can't sell your options. You're short these options. So I'm not sure what you're telling me. Something's not right here, Carol. Help me out here. Andy McMullen, thank you, Andy, for becoming a YouTube member. I love that you're here and you're joining the gang. I appreciate you doing that. It's fantastic. We got the Dow up 237, by the way, from the last report. I can tell you, 236. We got S&P up 23. We got NASDAQ up 78. The Dow is up 0.7%, 0.7 percentage point. It is the leader today. Oil's up only 18 cents. All right. Aaron says, Rob, yeah, SoFi will move with earnings and news, as it should. Patience. Noto ain't buying thousands of shares of his own money at these prices for nothing. That's right. The CEO of the company is buying the stock on the open market. He seems to be buying 7,000 shares every couple of weeks. Sounds like he's taking his paycheck and he's just buying the stock with his money, with his pay. He's just buying it. There's a reason for that. It ain't going down. Probably GameStop calls and AMC calls. People mentioned buying ATIP 250 calls for January 2023. But what about $5 calls for that far out? Does it have the same profit potential or more? Maybe, but the 250s in the money. You go to $5 a share, you're got a 250 book value. You go to $7.50 a share, you got a $5 book value. I mean, there's some leverage here at 250. So check it out. Andy, hey, Bruce, love the channel. Subbing to support. Can you give an update on 23andMe? I have nothing this morning. Yesterday we moved up to like 870 when the market dropped 1,000 points almost. Now we're 843, down 27 cents. So, we're kind of where we were here. But pretty good people involved in that company. I like it a lot. Anything can feel like a dud when something else you're into is pumping. That's right. When you see someone else's stock moving up, you have stock envy. And that's just how it is. 1469 on SoFi, up 12 cents. Spire up 293 to 1588. Yeah, there's some envy there. I get it. Free Thinker says, welcome, Andy. AB, down 9% yesterday. Back up today where it was crazy. Oh, there it is. Welcome to the family, Andy. Biden is on now, talking at the United Nations. Andy, Fenville, thank you, guys. Coyote, GameStop jumping around a lot. It has been. We're down 133 now to 190.87. Fenville, just a heads up on to all Spire backers. I just got back into the Spire game with two call contracts, $15 strike. With my luck, the calls are already down 10%. So please be aware. Spire 1583 up to 88. Rudy, I wrote a put on Lucid and also sold covered calls up about 400 on the put, down 150 on the covered call. Need to roll over the covered calls. Oh, well, win some, lose some. Well, there you go. Okay, Free Thinker, McJones, thumbs ups. Rudy, can you buy me some ME? I want to get in cheap. Insider, Uncle Bruce, I got the $380 June 2021 call on Goldman Sachs, as you advised. Thank you. Now let's wait and watch. There you go. So you went June. You went June 2021 or June 2022. Let me know about that. I'm wondering if you are mistyping that. Sorry, 2022. Yeah. Okay. Good. Very good. Okay. What sort of premium do you pay on that? Fenville, Rudy, I've already owned too much ME contracts. Maybe I should sell them for a loss in order for you guys to benefit. I got some $15 calls for October on Spire. Sell or wait. $15 calls for October on Spire. And you're $15.50. You're 53 cents in the money right now. I think you're going to go higher. And you got some time to enjoy it, but keep your eye on it closely. I mean, if it reaches 18 today, 1850, maybe you take a profit today and move into 15s January or 1750s further up to you. But you're doing okay. Insider, I paid $36 right on. Rudy Venable, there should be a P2P option on contracts for you to sell directly to me. I'd love that. Love that. Anyway, there you go. The Dow is up 166. It's backed off a little bit here. We're up 1295 on S&P. We're up 46 on NASDAQ. There's talk about the government shutdown in Washington because of the debt ceiling act thing. Crap happens all the time. When the Republicans are in power, the Democrats won't approve it. When the Democrats are in power, the Republicans won't approve it. But the bottom line is that government spends more money every year. You know it, you understand it, and it's going to continue. And one way or the other, they will pass it somehow, some way, and we will press ahead. What can I say? All right. Good enough for me, says Clay. Got several ATIP 250 January 23 contracts for 165 each. Nice move there. That's good stuff. Rob, Dad, I need to know, did you sell your contracts at 18? The ceiling always gets raised, says Smoke Dog. Spire, 1526 up 231. Smart Rent up 6 cents. ME down 23. Matterport, 2108 up 111. GameStop, 189.94 down 226. SoFi up 7 cents. And Rocket Lab down 20 at the moment. The Dow now up 162. S&P up 10 points, NASDAQ up 36, oil up 6 cents a barrel. That's where we're at here. Lots of fun here. Jen is up and about. How you doing, Jen?
Good. How are you?
She's good. I'm good. Someone's saying here, AB saying, I got 10 $15 Spire calls for November. I bought for 68 cents. In ancient times. What to do? For some reason, I feel like just holding it until it expires, unless it spiked to something crazy like $50. Well, you're sitting on the Spire. You're doing all right. Stock's at 1535. Got as high today as 1836 today. Kind of crazy. If it wants to go back there a little higher, you might want to take a sale. Sell half of them, cash in some money. Totally your call, of course. Up to you. Probably not. He's got plenty of that theta and just testing 18 on the surge. Says we may likely test it again. Rob, good morning, Jen. Larry, good morning, Jen. John Anderson, good morning, Jen. Rudy, Uncle B, a question. Buying calls versus writing puts. With buying calls, the potential upside is unlimited. With writing puts, though, gains are limited to the premium as they can only go down to zero and no more. That is true. That is true. On the other side, the loss on calls can be complete. They can go to zero. If the stock doesn't perform, time runs out, you get nothing. Puts, you could still lose money on puts, but you can also make money if the stock does nothing. Like, for example, you're buying calls, say on Rocket Lab, and they're at 15 a share, and you're expecting them to go to 25, and they don't. The calls become worthless. You wrote puts on Rocket Lab at 15 a share. You got $9 for them because you wrote the January 20s, and the stock stayed at 15 and didn't go higher. You still make money because you buy your put contract back for $5. You wrote it at $9. You made $4 a share. The stock didn't move. There's the trade-off. Unlimited upside, yes, or a calculated play on the other side. I like the calculated play. I made a dumb move, says Tori. I had bought 5 shares of Spire at 1088, but bought 2 at 1734 this morning. Now my average is 1273. Well, you're still ahead of the game. If Spire goes to $20 a share in the next couple of days, you got a 1273 average with a $20 stock. Congratulations. It's not that bad. Morning AJ says free thinker. Jen turning the Keurig on, laughing out loud. That's right. Sorry, but I forgot to like the stream. The stocks will start moving back up now. Thank you, Nicholas. Good morning, Jen from Florida says Adventures with Duncan. Thank you, Duncan. From Florida. Seth, good morning, Uncle B. Any suggestion as to what one should do with 50 shares of Robinhood, total return negative $1,050? Well, look, you bought them for a reason. You like them, then hang around, I guess. But I don't. I'm not going to give you a call on Robinhood because I didn't like the deal. I didn't like the deal at 32. I didn't like anything about the deal. I don't like these guys. You're on your own, Seth. Mr. Seneca, thank you for this donation, by the way. Bruce, what are your thoughts on long puts, like out till 2023 January, like way out there? Bought puts yesterday for Rocket Lab. So you bought puts. Looking at more now for January 23, $15 strike, 750 premium. You bought them or did you write them? Help me out here. Why would you buy puts on Rocket Lab? I don't understand why you'd be doing it. I can see you writing them, but I can't see you buying them. Help me if I'm right. Feniville, most of us here. Yeah, most of us here are doing the $20 strike for January 21, 2022 for $8.50 to $9 premium on the Rocket Lab puts. We're writing them. Whoa, Aspire is up real good. Spire 1566. Free Thinker, GameStop down 0.58%. I can't breathe. 191.72. Buy another 50, write some contracts. There you go. Nelson, good morning, Jen. Time for a bagel. Mr. Seneca, thanks, Venable. I wrote them. Okay, but see, you didn't say that. You said you're long the puts. You're not long. You're short the put. You got to get your terminology right. You got to help me here. You wrote them. Okay, so you wrote yesterday Rocket Lab. Looking to do more now for January 2023. $15 strike, 750 premium. There you go. So if you're going to write the 15s, you're going to get 750 cash. So you're on the hook to buy the stock for 750. I love this deal. Love it. I love this option. Do more of that. Yes. Do more. More good. More good. I like it. I just buy hood and see how it take me to the hood. Okay. Who cares? Says, if you bought Robinhood, you deserve to lose money. There you go. Rob, good morning, everybody. Mr. Mojo. Okay, who farted? Feniville, Mr. Seneca, go for the January 21, 2022 for shorter time and better premium. There's that too. It's your call, however you want to do it. I like the idea of the 15s bringing you 750. I like this. You're buying them at 750 if you're going to buy them. I like that. Yeah, I do. Rudy, Bruce, here's a €5 donation. Thank you. Thanks, Uncle, for writing puts versus buying calls. Love the logic on a stock not moving and making money with puts. Stock markets in plain English. Love it. Yep, there it is. There. That's what it's all about. That's what we do in the lessons. Free Thinker, who cares? Fully agree. Mr. Seneca, thank you, and thank you, Uncle Pete. Thank you. Who cares? Laugh out loud. I take hood to the hood. Laugh out loud. When he said long puts, I think he meant puts that are over a long period, probably. But again, I'm on the fly here, kids. I'm live, and I'm winging this, doing the best I can, what you got, and you got to help me. And I thank you. 1580 on Spire, going up again. Up 285 on Spire.
How's the feed this morning? Are you cutting in and out?
Looks relatively okay. I think we're hanging in there on the feed. We haven't had very many people saying that they're getting lost on the signal, so I'm happy with that. Yeah. I'm thinking cheese whiz today.
Cheese whiz?
Yeah, okay. But that bagel's got to be really
I'll
toasty.
Just leave it in there for half an hour.
There, it'll be a chunk of coal. I'm getting a black chunk of coal as a bagel. I'm gonna try and eat it with my root canal. Gotta say that the root canal, I don't need Tylenol anymore. I didn't have to take them. I haven't taken any now for 24 hours, and I can do this. I can touch the tooth and put pressure on it and not kill myself. So that's a good sign. But I'm still chewing on this side of the mouth because I'm getting my filling tomorrow to really harden it up. Is this 2021 neighborhood the new floor for Matterport? I don't know. I hope so. I don't think it's backing off in any hurry. It didn't spike like a Mount Everest, Didn't go up and down. It's kind of hanging around, isn't it? It's up $1.43, looking good. Maybe it'll go to $22.23 today or tomorrow, and it'll befuddle you yet even more. Lovely. 1558 on Spire, up 263. This is the price of the stock. This is the range where you start looking at writing options. You might just start writing options right here. Get Jen in the, what's it? Aaron says, get Jen in. The men can't multitask and read quickly. Isn't that right, Jen?
Yes.
Aaron is then saying, you make the bagel and she can answer the questions. Oh, okay. So get Jen in front of the machine and I should make my own bagel.
Swap.
That, you should swap. See, so Jen, you want to sit over here? Hang on. I'll see you guys. Okay. Jen, you want to sit over here and do the
No,
do the
that's
thing?
fine. Thank you.
No, honey, look, the guys want to be there for you. They want to, but honey, they want me to make one. Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
They said they wanted to see.
Nah, she's not gonna do it. She's not gonna do it. She's not gonna. Hey, I got up. I offered her the chair. She wouldn't take the chair. No, she's making the bagel, and that's just the way it is. AJ, any thoughts on the Canada election? Not a minute of choppy Wi-Fi today so far. Thank goodness. Good morning, yippee-ki-yay. Waiting for HIP to move. When it does, I'm going to be so happy. Please, we need to hear the crunch of the bagel for the magic to work. Try soup, Uncle Bruce. Larry, Uncle B, what's the next move for you for your stay in the top secret hotel? Well, after we leave here, we fly to Los Angeles. And the hope is that when we land in LA, I will have pre-rented a Tesla that we will then drive to Palm Desert, California. First time behind the wheel of a Tesla, driving to Palm Springs. It's going to be fun. I can't wait for Jen's reaction. I can't wait to see how many speeding tickets I get too. Thinking back on SoFi, what exactly was the reason it dipped so hard a while ago? Was it insiders being allowed to sell early or something? I don't know. More sellers than buyers temporarily that went away, and now it's higher. I don't know. Gasp, laugh out loud. My wife was just like that. Uncle Bruce, I hear the phrase, there is support at X amount on a stock. Can you explain exactly what that means? Well, stocks have patterns and they have waves, and they just seem to, in some cases, fluctuate between certain points. And over time, there's a level where the stocks reach a point and then there's buying coming in that just pops it back up, and then again and again. And so that's technically what this means. What can I say? If Bruce comes back with a Jen wig, I'll lose it. Shades, thumbs. I love the advice and comedy. Sorry, I'll try to be more precise, Bruce. I can see you're struggling. Thank you. I'm always struggling. She can take a hand puppet, you know. Rudy, we've never seen Jen, and you never will. The only way you're going to meet Jen is if you join us on meet and greets. But we're going to charge you $1,000 admission to get in. You see? Yeah, then I'm going to hire fake Jens that look like the real Jen. See? And I'm going to have like 10 of them on stage, and you have to guess which one's my wife. You see? None of them is my wife. You'll never know. I'm going to have fun with you guys. It's going to be great. And Jen's in the background, just going to be loving this. She's going to love this. Larry, I want to see Jen on camera talking stocks in plain English, wearing a Guy Fawkes mask.
Okay.
There, see?
A vendetta mask.
A vendetta mask, yeah. Yeah, see? Rudy
loves me my comic books.
She loves her comic books. Can we see her once just to say hi?
Hi.
There you go. There you go. GameStop 188. Oh, man, the teasing is relentless. 1557 on Spire, up 260. We got Matterport at 2101, up $1.04. GameStop 189.53. SoFi up 7 cents. We have the market, the Dow up 94. We got SP up 5.6. We've got NASDAQ up 36. This is a good sign for the Dow. We're going to do some testing here. We're going to see if the resistance levels come in. If there's any more selling pressure, do we bounce from here and go higher? We're going to find out here. Let's see. Aaron is saying to baking. It was apparently the lockup expiration period. This means that holders going back years on SoFi when it was private could sell, although they bought at between $1 and $5 a share. That is what the thinking was. It didn't last long. Got it. 1,000 a plate. Uncle Bruce, next governor of California, laughing out loud. We know which one it is. Jennifer Aniston. Duh, she was in Friends, man. We all know what she looks like. There you go. There you go. Why do you need to see her then? You know what she looks like. The one that hits you is your wife. That's the one. That's right. Jen is more elusive than Maris Crane. I'm binge watching the TV show Frasier. Yeah, she's like Maris. Yeah, you never see Maris. Well, we got a sock puppet from Jen. We get a sock puppet from Jen. This is hilarious. Free thinker support lines connect dip points on the ticker. They represent people refusing to sell enough to stop a stock from dropping more and buying enough to hold it steadily or to gain. Does that make sense to anybody? There's just certain support levels that stocks have, and that's just the way stocks are. What can I say? Anyway, Rocket Lab down 19 cents. SoFi is up 6. GameStop 189.45 down 275. Matterport up $1.05 to 21.02. We got 23andMe down 31. SmartRent down 2 cents. Spire up 255 to 15.50. ATIP down a nickel. Cyxtera up 11 cents. AMC down 164. Robinhood down up 22 cents. Bannock down 55. The Home Depot up 298. IBM down 9 cents. The Dow is up 106. Microsoft up 88. Apple up 60. Tesla up 1086. Bed Bath & Beyond down 23. BlackBerry down 5. Royal Caribbean down 44. Goldman Sachs down 49 cents. Deals here and there is what we're looking at. Facebook on Amazon down 950. Facebook up 92. Google up 530. JP Morgan up 72 cents. Cisco down 22 cents. Not a lot going on. I mean, it's this and that. But the market at the moment, 99-point gain on the Dow. No 1,000-point follow-up drop from yesterday. Up 6.8 on S&P. Up 37 on NASDAQ. So with the Dow up 100 now and up 300 yesterday, it's come back 400 of the 900-point loss intraday. So there you go. We're down like 500 points from Friday to this point in time. That's all it is. And that's on a 34,000 point index. Not too bad. It's nice in here today. Calm, and I'm enjoying the comedy after yesterday's bloodbath and arguments. Let's keep it like this. Jen is like the neighbor from Home Improvement, laugh out loud. How about a Bruce mask is the thinking here. Rob, Aaron, it's when we start talking politics, it gets nasty. Talk stocks and Jen, and everyone's happy. Free thinker, you'd have a better chance finding Carmen Sandiego. We had our election yesterday. Speaking of politics, Trudeau is still our prime minister. We have a minority government like before. It's unchanged. After the whole 31-day campaign, it's unchanged. We have just about as many conservatives and liberals as before, NDP and the Quebec Bloc. Nothing changes. Just a new cabinet will be brought in, new ideas, but behind the scenes, negotiating will need to be done between the NDP and the Liberals to figure out what's going to happen next. And that's what Canada wanted, and that's what Canada got. Nicholas Bruce, is it tough having to travel to all the filming locations with Jen? I hope they put you up in nice hotels, chauffeurs, etc. Well, that's part of the thing.
You get the craft truck.
I get the craft, the craft food thing, so at least I get that, Aaron, Rob agreed, but you tell people to stop and they don't. Seems the culprits are not here today, thankfully. Free thinker, come on, Uncle B. You should never start a sentence with, speaking of politics. Rob, 600 million election and nothing's changed. That's right. That's right. Although, it was good for the economy. $600 million in the economy. It's okay. All the TV station owners are richer. Those multi-millionaire conglomerate companies, they're all richer. It's good for the country.
And I think that's a handy stat.
Yes.
I don't think it costs the Canadian taxpayer that much money. I think that's how much money the party spent on it.
I think most of that money is donated by those in the cash who have the cash to the political parties. I agree with that.
I don't believe it's a tax.
But we don't care. It's going to make zero difference in our lives. It makes zero difference. I still have to go on YouTube and make a living the old-fashioned way, no matter who's in power. It makes no difference. And the ditch digger, just as dirty a job. Construction worker, just as hard a job. Costco employees, McDonald's restaurant employees. It makes no difference. And so we move on. It's okay. Laugh out loud. Looking for Mick and a puppy to kick. Tori, AMC, AMD, Apple volumes are getting close, but AMC is much more volatile. Rob, I got to keep the half pencil from the voting station, so it's a win-win. Who said that? Laughing out loud. Way to go. Way to go. Where are we at now? We've got Rocket Lab down 22 cents. We got SoFi 1468 up 11. We've got GameStop down $1.24 at 190.96, going for 191. Matterport 20.97 up $1. ME down 27 cents. Smart Rent unchanged. Spire 15.47 up 2.52. ATIP down 7 cents and Sexter up 6 cents. That's what we got at the moment. We have the Dow up 150 points, coming back on again. Coming back on. Now we need a run on everything. That's what we want. I want to run on everything. All right. 600 million in 35 days. That's chump change. Every time I hear Ditch Digger, I think of Caddyshack. Rob, you can use that pencil to balance out your BMS on your battery bank. The stocks lying wait for that bagel. They're all waiting. They're about ready to go. Just waiting for the bagel to show up. 191 on the GameStop. Over 191. Down $1.19. Stocks are poised to take off. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. AB, I hope Spire hits 25.30 by November. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if every single former SPAC, all 8 of them that you follow, are 25 to $30 a share by November? I think a lot of you would be very difficult to talk to because I'd have to go through your representatives. I'd be on here talking about the stock to your people who would then tell you about what I said. You would then tell them what to tell me, and then I would get these messages from so-and-so about that.
Oh, because they'd be on a beach somewhere.
They'd be on a beach somewhere. That's right. They'd be living up the high life somewhere. That's right. They'd be walking around the beach looking like looking like this right here. Where is that photo? Do I have it? Yeah, they'd be walking around the beach going, oh yeah, I got my hat, and I got my cane, and I'm living it up, baby. They'd be walking around looking like that right there. Yeah. Can you see that from an angle?
Can I see that?
Yeah.
No.
Can you see this picture right here? That's what they'd be looking like. Yeah, they'd be living it up, pimping it up.
Okay, it's going to be really hard. It's toasted. What do you think? Too hard?
No.
No? Okay. Every day is just a new adventure. Yeah, see, I worked off of the sesame.
We're going to check it out.
Instead of open sesame, it was cooked sesame.
That's right. Instead of open sesame, it's cooked sesame.
This thing does not have stuff.
Oh, yeah. Living the high life, baby. There we go. Rob, you got $600 million pencil too? Me too.
Yeah.
Figured I paid for somewhere along the way. Uncle Bruce, no politics, please. Yucky American politics.
Put it behind your ear and look jaunty.
Put it behind your ear, look jaunty. Lying in wait, I swear I can type. I know I can. I know I can. Rob, we can talk Canadian politics just because no one cares. It's okay, Uncle B. You can always talk, always direct message me, Rob, or German politics, because they make sense. None of it red versus blue nonsense and 2 old white farts running for president. We need people that can talk about politics, jokes, and about the stock information. That looked like a perfect bagel to me. Your pimp bro was in a bagel shot. I'm just wondering, did you say that Jen was a stockbroker back in the day too? Yeah, she was. She was also a desk trader. So she knows all the words.
So I know. Yeah. I know I was smarter than those idiots, so I got my license. You shouldn't let me speak.
You shouldn't let me speak.
I'd like to see you try to stop me now. Let me,
Yeah. Try and stop this. Oh, man. He's out pimping out Jen in that robe. He's wearing that robe and pimping out Jen. High stepping. What big plans does Jen have for Uncle Bruce's big day tomorrow?
Well, he's going to the dentist.
I'm going to the dentist.
So that kind of has you know, changed things.
Not a lot. I love that she knows all the words. Oh, she knows all the words. She knows how to use them too.
Them all.
Yeah. Uncle Bruce pimping that bagel, laughing out loud. And in my case, it's especially funny. $680 for 10 Spire calls, yielding 10 to 15 grand, really makes you rethink having a car payment. There you go. Very good. Hang on a second. I got to do that. Where are we at with Spire? 1532. Best friend is my polar opposite politically. We only talk about how we're not 20 anymore. It's a common topic. Really nice, Jim. Really good.
Yeah.
Crunchy. Not as good as a toaster, but pretty good.
Just seems really hard. I don't want to hurt you too.
Mm-hmm. Behind every good man is a great woman who knows how to make money. Mm-hmm. Bren is a stock trading power couple. Okay. 66th birthday beats. I don't know what that means, but it's a 66th birthday.
Is that like the Popes?
I have no idea. No idea. Going to be 66. Yikes. I don't like it.
Better than the alternative, probably.
Better than the alternative, but I don't like it. Rudy asks, Uncle Bruce, do you discuss stocks with Jen, like the SPACs and stuff? Do you get her take too, or is it all just you? What do you think, Jen?
I think it would be hard for you not to get my take.
There you go. Did you hear that? It would be hard for me not to get her take. Eric, making me hungry, Bruce, out of bagels. Adventure with Duncan today is sit back and watch kind of day. Rob, I got a question for Jen while Bruce stuffs his face.
Okay.
What was Jen's most memorable stock trade?
Okay. It was, I want to say, like my second day of being on the desk. And a guy brought me an option trade. And I was supposed to sell the option to flatten out the account. But I bought it instead. And so that was my biggest trade. It was my biggest screw up. And the idiot said, I thought I heard you say sell. Thought, well, then you should have corrected me, idiot. It was, I don't know, an hour later. We're getting close to the end. And our cage manager is talking to him saying, you need to flatten out your account here. And he said, oh, no, I did it. No, you didn't. So, boy, did I ingrain myself into his heart. Oh, yes.
Now we have to call back the trader
And say, oops.
We made the wrong move. We
guy.
got to first reverse this trade and then make the other opposite trade.
I don't suppose the other side would care to cancel. The other side, yeah, sure, we're going to do that. So yeah, that was my, that's the one that always sticks in my memory. You know how you do that? You don't remember your wins, but you always remember the losses.
Right.
Yeah. You always remember the loss.
I don't know how many times a desk trader bails out a broker. Now this is going back when you had to call the stockbroker. The stockbroker had to fill out a written ticket
and walk it
to the desk trader, who took the ticket, put it in the time machine, ka-chunk, gave you a copy of your order pending, and then would telephone the order into the appropriate market.
And once a desk trader has been there for a while, I would have known what his opening gambit was.
Yeah.
So I would have known it was.
He's got to make the opposite move.
He's got to make the opposite move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's long these contracts. He's got to sell them or they're going to die worthless.
Yeah.
He's got to sell them sooner or later. Real good desk traders know their brokers. Or let's say.
Well, and you know what they play.
We used to know their brokers. We used to know the brokers, and we used to know what they played.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we could also tell, looking at the ticket, account number, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, that's Mr. Jones. That's his big client.
Right.
His active client.
But you'd also notice, now this is giving away family secrets, but you'd also notice when a broker was playing something totally out of what they normally would do, that this was a stock that they normally never pay attention to. And so when I phoned the floor, I would tell our floor trader, normally you wouldn't tell them which salesman did it. They don't care. But I would then tell them it was this salesman, and I would say salesperson, but everybody was a salesman. So this salesman wants to buy this stock. And so that now our floor trader would go looking for a reason why. And he might jump on that trade because he had a pro account and he could play the day. He'd always try to be flat at the end of the day.
Right.
But yeah, it was a red flag that something's odd here.
Something's up.
Yeah.
A broker's jumping all over a stock he never followed before.
Yeah.
A stock that was inactive for months, all
of
a sudden getting hot.
He's seen something. He heard
brokers
something.
in on it. Other brokerage firms start jumping on the same stock all of a sudden out of nowhere. No news, no announcements. Something's going on.
That would have been like the original meme stock, except it was one very slow person at a time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sometimes these will last weeks. These runs will last weeks.
Yeah.
All kinds of buying coming in. I'd be on the blower. My desk trader, my operations manager, my floor trader, we'd be digging everywhere. What's up with this thing?
Yeah.
Who's behind it? Is it a promotion? Is it a pump and dump? What's the deal? And every morning I would get my trade reports from my office. And I'd notice, there's 2 brokers in on this now. I got 3 of them in now.
Yeah.
And I got 4 of my guys doing this thing. And then I'm looking to see if any of my brokers are using margin to buy any of this stuff. Yeah. And then we really get
see if
concerned
they're doing their own little pump and dump.
Yeah, is this a margin play? Because now we're worried. We got exposure here. The firm has exposure. My clients have exposure. We've got to be on top of this, really on top of this. And we would get to the bottom of it very quickly. It was seldom would a stock trade more than a day or two that I and my network wouldn't figure out what the heck is going on and who's doing what.
And the Alberta Stock Exchange was small in comparison to, there's in New York, absolutely. And so it was very hard to keep a secret on the floor because it was oral trading. People would hear you. And they'd little heads would pop up. What doing over there? Yeah, what doing?
It's a different time, different market.
Yeah.
Different everything. We knew at my brokerage firm that if stock XYZ was doing something on the Alberta Stock Exchange, we knew, that was house so-and-so. That was broker company so-and-so.
Right.
Because they had 5 brokers over there that loved this stock. They're all over this thing. But buy orders started coming from Ontario to us, from our Toronto office, to buy stock, blah. I would call my branch manager in Toronto, and I'd say, hey, look, you guys are picking up 150,000 shares of this stuff out of nowhere all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I just want you to know who's running this thing. This is being heavily promoted by 5 brokers over at House blah, blah, blah. Do your due diligence. Make sure that your guys aren't getting sucked in on the pump and dump.
You're not the parking lot.
And the manager would say to me, thanks, Bruce, for looking out for me. That's what my job is. My job is to protect the firm's capital, that we don't get exposed to stocks that go up to $5 and then go back down to 30 cents. Yeah. We don't get caught with that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was stressful.
It was even more stressful. At the end of the day, I would go over to the floor trader and get his tickets. His tickets had to match my tickets. And it didn't happen very often, but every once in a while, you'd be out 100 shares of something, or you'd be double 100 shares. So
Yeah. We'd be trying to figure out, why did I buy 5,000
what did I-
extra shares of
yeah.
this? I don't have a ticket for it.
What did I say? And he would try to get me, the bugger. He would say it as fast as he could. And he'd give me like three fills at a time. And it's like, what did I say? But every day, right around 2:30, we'd walk into the bar arm in arm, and the waitress would say, "A couple of buds," and we'd say, "Well, yes, we will, thank you."
And here we are.
And he's still probably my best friend.
In 2021, and the floor trader and my wife are still buds after all these decades.
Yeah, we still love each other.
We haven't worked together since 1987.
Yeah. But yes, we do have fun.
Connections go back.
Yeah.
And in the business, there would be, in the old days, there would be on the floor in the 1980s, there would be floor traders who'd been there since the 60s.
Yeah.
And they had friends from the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. And there were long-term associations there that went back a long, long way. So when you needed a favor from somebody or some intelligence on something, you knew who to ask, who would take care of you. Because I have an open door for you, and you have an open door for me. And I'll tell you, we would save ourselves troubles like you wouldn't believe. But today, that doesn't exist anymore. That's all gone. You're on your own. You've got a phone to trade. You got a laptop to trade with. Good luck. And figure it out yourself. And if you lose money, cry to somebody, because there's no one to cry to. You buy a stock when you should have sold a stock. Tough. Turn around and reverse the order. If you're lucky, you made money. If you're not, you lost money. It's a whole different world today compared to what it was before. You were more protected during the time I was a branch manager in the brokers than you are today. So true.
We also used to have fun during Stampede, where I'd make my first call to Toronto, and he'd say, "Did you get to bed last night?" And I'd say, "No, but I got home in time to have a shower before I came to work." And he would ask for the cage manager and then tell him not to let me get on the desk. Don't let her touch the phone. It's like, why? I feel great.
I feel great. Everything's fine.
I've been dancing all night. Come on,
I can do these trades.
It's all good.
The reality, though, is during Stampede Week in Calgary, where we're all dressed up as cowboys and acting silly, very little business was done during that week. So it would be difficult to screw stuff up because no broker was coming in anyway.
There were a lot of connections
drinking with their clients.
How's that? A lot of connections made, but yeah, maybe not very much good stuff.
That was a different era. It's all gone. Although the Stampede still exists, it's just not the same anymore. Not like when we were brokers in the day.
No. We have lots of good Stampede stories.
Many stories that cannot be repeated on this channel. No matter how many donations you send us, we ain't talking.
Yeah, I don't think the 25 years has passed.
That's right, the statutory of limitations.
Well, no, I guess it has been more than 25 years.
Mm-hmm. Too many people are still alive that we have secrets on. You can't speak. What's your thought on HIP? Do you think it's going to go up? Yes, it'll go higher from here. We need a CEO. We're waiting for the CEO to be anointed. Once that has been done, then the company can move forward. Right now it's at 340. It's a bargain here. It's an average down stock right now. Pick up the stock or buy 250 call options way out there. If you're going to do that. But once they announce a CEO, I think there'll be a team of new people coming in to run the management of this company that are public market veterans. And then watch out. Then we got something going. Then I can see $7.50 a share again fairly quickly. That's step one. Then we'll see from there. But we'll keep you posted. It's just a number, Uncle Bruce. We'll keep you young and fresh. 66, just a number. One thing I'm curious about is that these adult YouTubers giving financial advice, telling people to clip coupons and work 3 jobs to one day be a landlord, do they not know about the markets? Well, yeah, of course. There are a number of YouTubers out there who are attempting to what's the word I'm looking for? Spread knowledge to all the world, and some are more qualified than others, I suppose. That's what it is. I don't know. Look at Spire, 1712, up 417. Let's have some more fun here. This is awesome. Pimp Daddy Bruce, move over Bruce, laughing out loud. Okay, just got in. Logged in, I saw Spire. What's going on? It's going higher, 1712. Have a seat, Jen. Start talking to us. I just bought my ATIP and ME. The bad ones stick you with the longest. Jen, I only read lips. I can hear you. No closed captions. Anyone looking at Spire? I'm looking at Spire calls for Feb at 11 for 4.5. Break even is 1550. Stock 1712 in real time. Thanks, y'all, for the advice on the puts. Think I'm going to be happy with more Rocket Lab in my portfolio. Can't go wrong with more Rocket Lab, Seneca. Thanks for taking us down memory lane, Auntie Jen and Uncle Bruce. Just start another wheel on Rocket Lab. There we go. Let's see here. 100% agree, says Adventure with Duncan. Finville, Mr. Seneca, that's nice. Spire call. I got Feb 22, $15 strike for 340 a while ago. So you're definitely better on the break even. I'm going to be jumping out soon, though. Auntie is smiling. Bruce, you won the wife lottery. Adventure with Duncan, Rocket Lab, 1467 now. We've got Spire at 1681. Rocket Lab 1463 down 18. SoFi up 5 at 1462. GameStop up $1.66 to 190.54. Matterport up $1.08 to 21.04. ME down 27. Smart Rent up 9. Spire up 3.93. 16.88. What a run we've got on this stock. Devil King, I never understood characters that take part in time travel but don't use the opportunity to invest in stocks ahead of time. See? Never understood those guys. Rob, laugh out loud. Stampede, Hangover, Gen Trading sounds safe. Free trader, go cry to somebody because there's nobody to cry to. Bruce, you look more comfortable in that seat versus Creston. I love her laugh, says Anti-PC. Spire's running again, says Rob. Just catching up to your messages. 17 plus. Rob, Anti-PC, the relationship just makes me happy, like two best friends. Michael, SoFi has very low volume today. Carter, $2 for you, Bruce. Why are there so many murderous YouTubers? She's adorable, says Auntie. Vanderbilt, Uncle Bruce with the Spire running. I sense that you would have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. Well, I hope so. I hope you guys get rich. Hi, gang. Sorry, I'm late. Got summoned earlier for reasons unclear to me. Spire, how long a CEO announcement could need weeks, months, or even years? Just think about ATIP. I'm thinking any day now. Like any day. It's been since August that they've been looking. It's time to announce who it is. Spire 1676. Adventures with Duncan. Goldman Sachs is a very nice DIO right now. Rudy, Uncle Bruce, fully with you there. There are numerous witch doctors in the financial business who still keep peddling expensive financial products, investment plans, and stuff. Yeah, I know. There are people out there that shouldn't be out there, but they're out there. Come on, Goldman, we're down 360. We want to run, and we want to run right now. Uncle Bruce, are we sure Ryan Cohen doesn't have anything to do with ATIP? They're as silent as GameStop. When are they going to get a CEO hired? 7 million jobs. This is one. Why is it taking so long? I don't know. There might be 2 or 3 that they're talking to, and they're trying to nail it down. They got one they want, and they're in negotiations. I don't know. They might have one that has agreed to join, but had to give their other company a 30-day notice. They did that a while ago, and ATIP can't talk until that thing expires. I don't know. There's a million reasons. Rudy, best way to get out is as IMO knowledge, be well aware and informed. Robert, rainy afternoon in Copenhagen. Work is getting in the way of my trading. Michael, make trading your work. Now you're talking. Rob, okay, just picked up a 250 ATIP call for 160, expiring January 2023. Feels pretty good. Now you're talking. Yeah, I mean, $1.60 on a 250. You're paying $4.10 for a stock option, and you got till Jan 2023. You got 16 months. Lots of time. If the stock goes to 750, you're laughing. You got a $6 contract for $1.60. Goes to $10 a share, you're at like $8.50 a share, $8.50 a contract. Yeah, baby. I like it. Testy Donkey, why is everything going down again? Why? I can't afford to keep buying more SoFi calls. I can't. You're killing me. Why? 1457 on SoFi. 1465 on Rocket Lab. 189.72 on GameStop. The Dow is down 33 points. We've got S&P down 6.8. NASDAQ down 9. Very wishy-washy day here. Oil down 39 cents. Under $70 a barrel, by the way. Smart Rent up 9. Spire up 369 to 1664. What a deal. They might not be qualified to give financial advice, but people love hearing 5 easy steps to becoming Jeff Bezos. Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's always been the case. Always have these folks who are, 10 easy steps to become a millionaire, Hey, it is what it is. Bruce, could you explain implied volatility? Not really. Can only give you a general thought on it. GameStop, we know here on this channel with this small group of people watching me, how GameStop moves 10, 15 bucks a day between low and high. It just does that. It drives, on Apple, it would drive people nuts. Apple does not have that kind of movement. Apple moves a buck or two each direction, and that's about it. Unless extraordinary circumstances take place. Normal day, doesn't do it. Implied volatility means that on GameStop, there's $5, $6, $7 volatility between high and low on a daily basis as an average thing. That's what that means. You just are aware of the volatility of a stock, and some have higher volatility and some have lower. That's all that is. But I can't give you the technical details. Step 1, sex change, says Michael. Step 2, marry Bezos. Step 3, divorce Bezos. Now, Michael's got it figured out. He should have his own YouTube channel. Should be selling his own courses. Course number 1, sex change, $1,000. Course number 2, marry Bezos, $5,000. Step 3, $10,000. Before I tell you the title of the video, that's easy money, Michael. You can get rich. Thumbs, says Robert. Thank you, buddy. AB, you just need to have a positive attitude all the time while sweeping floors, and one day you'll be a CEO. Laugh out loud. By the way, management is not hired from within. No, they're brought in from the outside. That's true. But if you're on the inside and you're in the right place, you know everything that's going on. Sometimes the floor sweeper knows more about what's happening with a company than the people who run it. And it's usually the receptionists that really know what's going on. They really know. Fedigan, Michael, I'm laughing. Splair, the easiest way to become a millionaire was last year, February. If you had bought with $20,000 ADA at 2 cents and sold it now at 2.5 to 3 or whatever, you for sure made enough to become a millionaire. There you go. If only we knew. Uncle Bruce finally got the Canadian Cheese Whiz. It came broken. A nice schmear it is then. Oh my gosh, broken. It's just not right. It's just not right. That's a crime against humanity that the Cheese Whiz would arrive broken like that. Not right. What can we say? We're down 23 on the Dow. Now we're down 12 on the Dow. We're coming back on. We're down 3 on S&P, 3.9, and down 2.9 on NASDAQ. We're down 9 on the Dow, down 3.9 on S&P, down 0.5 point on NASDAQ. We're up on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's up 1.5 points. Dow's down 8. Markets are turning, coming positive again. Yeah, NASDAQ's up 1/3 of a point. There you go. That's where we're at right now. Oh boy. Nice to saying, Michael, I think I will take Musk TBH. I wanted Jeff Bezos because he's the richest, but I kind of want a Tesla Roadster. So take Musk instead of IC. Pokes Gamestop, do something, anything, please. Let's go. Oh my God. Spire 1740 again, up 445 a share. The high of the day 1836. Volume now 5.8 million. Heavy volume on Spire. It is definitely moving today. Very good. I hope it's making a lot of you very wealthy today. I really hope you're hanging in there with these contracts and letting it make you richer. Matterport, 21 bucks a share, up 103. SoFi, 1460, up 3. GameStop, 189.73. Let's go. Richard Harris, thank you for becoming a new member of this channel or a recurring member. I love it. Rob Muskim says he's a gentler lover than Bezos, don't you think? I don't think I want to go there. Canadian Cheese Whiz on toast, so good. Let's see what else is going on here. Happy birthday, Bruce. Thank you, Dana. Tomorrow is the day. Let's see. Rudy, Uncle Bruce, I don't have enough cash to buy calls at Goldman. I bought about 5 shares at $375. Any other moves you can recommend on Goldman? Look, there are some out there who are more aggressive, and they will take the 5 shares you bought. They'll take that money and buy options with those. And that's an aggressive strategy, but boy, you want to be long down the road. You don't want to get caught with a 30-day contract and lose it all. But, you got to build up cash. That's you're going to play Goldman. You're going to need some money. That's all there is to it. Why is Spire going crazy? Why is Spire doing this? 1713 up 418 a share. Because there's more buyers than sellers. People are recognizing that Spire, with Exact Earth merged into it, is worth a lot more money. And the company's going to do very, very well. And they think $17 is cheap. And so they're buying it, and they're just taking it off. Oh, they're taking it. So $20 is in play now. It's in play, which means some of you might be writing options pretty soon. Giddy up. I love it. That's why it's going up. Call the Spire return to 18. 5.9 million volume on Spire compared to an average of 1.4 million. That's right. There's some serious buying coming in here. I think it's coming from Canada. I really do. I'm sure there's worldwide buying, but there's buying from Canada. The word is spreading. The word is spreading. The other thing about Spire, you have to remember, when the merger was completed, the takeover, where Spire bought the SPAC, was it ATIP? They bought the SPAC. Everybody who had the ATIP stock had an option. They had a choice. They could keep their shares and vote no on the deal. They could keep their shares and vote yes on the deal. They could keep their shares and not vote at all. They could give up their shares for $10, give it back to Spire, get their $10 back, and be out of it. And the story goes that a big chunk of the $10 stock was given back. And that was all free trading paper. And the word is at 23 million shares, something like that, 20 million shares. A whole bunch of stock was returned back to ATIP management for the $10. And yet the deal closed anyway, which tells me that the number of free trading shares of Spire is very, very low. And all of a sudden, 5 million shares, $4 move on the stock. Now they're regretting their move. They're now wishing they hadn't done that. They hadn't given it back at $10 a share, but they did. Idiots. And now they're paying the price because Spire is taking off. 1707 right now at 412. Public float, they say, is 104 million. I don't even know if half of that's available because I would bet you that employees have most of this stock and they're not selling. They know what they're up to. They just did an acquisition. They're going to close an acquisition now with this Exact Earth purchase. The stock's going to go higher. They're not going to sell here. You kidding? They're giving it away. They're not going to do it here. So that's what I think is going on here. I just have this suspicion here. I like Spire. I do too. Michael, I wish I bought more Spire calls. I'm making money, but I want more. Is this a first world problem? Probably is, Michael. Probably is. Ding is on a dip. DraftKings is on a dip. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. It's okay. $20.82 on Matterport. GameStop down $4.77. SoFi up 3 cents. Rocket Lab down only a dime. It's coming back on. 23andMe down 32. Smart Rent up a dime. Spire up $3.99 to $16.94. ATIP down 4.5 cents. Sextera down a nickel. IBM down 61 cents. The Dow down 35 points. The low of the day for the Dow is about 17 points from here. 52-point drop was the low of the day. We've given up some ground here. Now we have to see how the consolidation runs its course, and we'll see what's going on. Always fun, always entertaining with these markets, how they're going to react. Quite something. Spire, 1696 up 402. Nice. AMC's under 38 again. I just sold a third of my Spire options. Book value 630, sold for $13,100. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for the advice. Dan, way to go, buddy. Way to cash in. I love it. I love a plan when it comes together. Making money. Lovely. Amazing, says Rob. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Thank you all very much for donations. I'd like to have like 1,000 of you guys each do what this guy just did. That'd be pretty cool. That would change things. Thank you, everybody, and well done. 1715 on Spire, up 420. Nice. Very nice. 1708. Wow, what a run. Big volume here. The Dow just went positive. The Dow is up 7 points. S&P up a half a point. We've got NASDAQ up 20 points. Everything just turned up instantly. We're on a move right now on the market. We've got Rocket Lab only down 9 cents, by the way. SoFi just went up 8 cents. It's positive. GameStop still down 365, but it's coming on. Matterport up 98 cents, climbing. 23andMe at 30, down 31. A Smart Rent up a dime. Spire 411 gained to 1706, now 1710. ATIP down 3.5 cents. Sextera down 5 cents. AMC down 2.24. Beautiful market move. AMC's not getting it though. Robinhood up a buck. Vanek down only a penny now, just coming on. Home Depot up 3.24. IBM down only 39 cents. The Dow up 35 points. Microsoft up 94. Apple up 34. Tesla up 9.41. They're all going green. They're all going green. Goldman down 214. Coming on. Was as low as 374. It's now 376. Coming back. The markets are coming on. A 39-point gain on the Dow. 4 on S&P. 34 on NASDAQ. Definitely picking up. Good to see that happening. Go, and oh, by the way, go. Spire. Through 1692 up 397 right now. Okay. Nice. Anyway, it's looking good, guys. And nicely done. Everyone is happy, and I am happy to see you guys cashing in on these beautiful moves, and hopefully there's more coming your way. That is absolutely fantabulistic. You gotta love that. You gotta love it. All right, let's go. There we go. Got that done over there. We got that done over there. I'm just checking my emails, make sure everything's going through here okay. It is. There was an article this morning about why there were 5 reasons why GameStop would go higher. Don't know if all of you caught the article or not, but it had to do with the company's unique position and where they're at. It talked about how they're cash rich, debt poor, how they've closed a bunch of stores. At one time, they had 7,500 locations. They're now in the 4,000 odd locations. So they've really done a job there, and they're still dropping stores. And then they were talking about how they're becoming an e-commerce company by building out their 2 new distribution centers, one in Pennsylvania, one in Reno. Then, of course, the announcement I made yesterday, I told you about the 500 people being hired by GameStop in Pembroke, Florida, for their customer care center, their 24-hour-a-day 800 number center. That's a sign right there. When you're hiring 500 people to handle phone calls from customers, you're talking a big deal. You're going to be talking about some people handling 10 calls an hour. You're probably going to have 170 on duty at all times with 3 8-hour shifts, 24. This is serious business going to be done here. Serious business, looking good. So I like everything about it. Of course. Hey, by the way, I'm just tuning in. How high is Spire going to go? I wish I could tell you it's 1682, but I think $20 is in the house. That means you got to start writing options on it. So it's coming. Sela says, Dan, great job. Makes me so happy to see others successful. Congrats, man. Way to go, buddy. We're at 189.04 on GameStop, down 316. And the thinking here from this article was, with all of the various things going on, it's adding up to a changing corporation. They have time to make it happen. They got the right management in place to make it happen. And so everything we've talked about here just being reiterated in this one concise article. The Ryan Cohen factor, and how they are cash rich, no debt, and their margins are improving. That's the other important thing. Their operating margins are improving dramatically. They're just about to turn positive, which had been the game plan all along, to convert this company to an e-commerce company and make it profitable. Michael, they only have monthly positions on Spire. I'm guessing that will change soon. Yes, that will change. Options will change soon on Spire as volumes grow and grow and grow. Yes, of course. Spire 1668 up 373. Smart Rent up 16 cents. Spire up 380 now. Matterport up $1.15 to 21.12. SoFi up 7 cents. We've got Rocket Lab only down a dime right now, so that's improving. We're up 58 on the Dow. We're up 7 almost on the S&P, and the Nasdaq up 49.8. Giddy up is what I say to all of that. If you're looking to write contracts on Matterport, 2250s might be the price to pick. And on the Spire, if they want to reach the $20 level, you might look at 20s or 2250s as well. Keep an eye on that. Let them keep running. That is absolutely fabulous. No problems here. Thank you, all of you, for being here today. We have 421 thumbs ups. I appreciate those. Only 39 down. Appreciate the 420 thumbs ups. If you're able to hand out any today, they are free to give away. Bring them up. We'd love to get the added promotion from YouTube on that. Oil at $69.80, down 49 cents a barrel, under 70 a barrel. Interesting how it can't hold the 70 level. And just double checking something here. Article, trying to read it. I don't know if I can read it for you or not. It's from Investor Place. SoFi Technologies has a future we're speculating on here. Still time to get in on SoFi, says the writer. The writer is Dana Blankenhorn, Investor Place contributor, saying SoFi has ambitions to be an all-in-one consumer fintech with deposits, loans, trading, and crypto. SoFi stock has lost 1/3 of its value since it went public by a special purpose acquisition company. SoFi's public profile with its name on the new LA Rams stadium is much higher than its performance. SoFi stock opens today at about $14.50 with the share market cap around $12.5 billion, and it just had $231 million in revenue during the June quarter. The revenue expected to be $254 in September, will now be reported in November. The individual says, I just bought the stock to hold for 3 years. I didn't buy it for a flip. And it's a bet on the idea that the stock is a bet on the idea that banks and brokers will be replaced by clouds and apps. It's a good bet. Banks are already becoming storefronts. I haven't been inside a bank for years, says the writer. Secret sauce for SoFi is Galileo, which is building a set of application program interfaces that put banking, brokerage, and loans inside a smartphone. The plan is to wholesale this through the APIs and retail it through SoFi brand name. They like it. Like I said, it's an early days deal. Patience is the key to wait for this one to pay off for you. Mitsu, the analyst at Mitsu, is telling clients the stock could double at the moment. Their stock is currently stalled because its acquisition of Golden Pacific Financial Bank has not yet been approved by regulators. We're all waiting for the bank charter. If we get that, watch out, and we will get it. It's a matter of when it will happen. So here's some highlights of the article right there on SoFi. The stock's $14.65, and it is on sale now. For how long? I don't know, but it's on sale now. Uncle Bruce, I am up 175% on my Aspire November calls. Should I roll out? Help a brother out. Larry, you're sitting on Spire at $16.91. You got, I don't know what contract you have, but you're doing great. The stock's now at 17, climbing again. I think it's going to climb to 20. And so if it reaches that 1950 neighborhood, you might want to look at a profit there. And then decide for yourself whether you want to roll forward or not. You've got till November. This is September the 21st. So you have 2 more months, and the stock today is up $4. So you are getting a real boost here. And I think there's more to come. I don't think it's a 1-day, 4-day move. I don't think it is. Let's see. If I was in any more in SoFi, I'd be living inside their headquarters, says Michael. Trying to give me a nickname instead of Richard Harris on here. Rudy, Uncle Bruce, I learned something. I went in on calls with ATIP and SoFi deeply in the red. I was too hesitant to get into Rocket Lab and Spire 3 months ago. In the future, I will buy calls on all of your recommendations. There you go. Rudy, Uncle Bruce, when do we get to see new recommendations? Oh, just stand by. You never know. Rudy, Michael, I hear you. If it was any more in on SoFi, there'd be a burning explosion. Arico, Larry Lewis, another one who's been here since January, February. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to have you back. Rudy, Richard, how are you texting from beyond the grave, Dumbledore? I'm kidding, of course. We've got SoFi up 8 cents. We've got the Dow up 57 points. S&P up 9.5, NASDAQ up 69 now. And we've got Spire at 16.90, up 3.95. Smart Rent up 16 cents. 23andMe down 23 cents, but coming up. Matterport up $1.37 to $21.34. It's high of the day, $21.60, and so we're only 26 cents away from the high of the day on Matterport. 1.5 million volume. We're climbing again. GameStop down $4. SoFi is down 7 cents, up 7 cents, and Rocket Lab down a dime. And it's coming on. Rocket Lab is close. It needs to go to 1481 to break even, and we're moving in on it. 953,000 volume here. We were as low as 1442. So we gained about 29 cents off the low. We're getting close to a break even on this one. Good stuff. Good stuff. IBM down 54. Dow up 55.6. Microsoft up 205. Apple up 81. Tesla up 1180. So we got some nice green here. I think it's going to continue myself. I think that the sell-off has come and gone, and I think we're going to have an update on this market. That's just my take on it. It's just looking pretty good. 70.12 now on oil, hanging around that 70 level, trying to hold on to 70. I don't know if it's going to. I have a feeling that the demand for oil is not going to be high enough for the analysts out there who've been calling for it to go to 100 a barrel because of a possible cold winter. Not going to do it. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. Question for the group. What did everyone do with their Sextera warrants? I have them sitting in my account, and they're up, was it $8? Laughing out loud. How are you guys doing on them? Michael, just holding Rob, nothing but time on our side. Sela, okay, Bruce, bear with me. I wrote, I think, a $20 put, October 15, thinking it was a CC. Laugh out loud. Please help a newbie. Oh my God, laughing out loud. Okay, I don't know what stock you're talking about. Are you talking about Rocket Lab? Maybe. I'm guessing. Thinking it was a covered call. Elbow, please help me. So I think I wrote a put thinking it was a covered call. So you wrote a put instead of a call on what stock? I don't know. Help me, newbie. Oh my God. I need more help. Okay. I will also be booking a one-on-one as soon as I get paid. Laugh out loud. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. Matterport. Okay. Matterport. All right. So you sold a Matterport $20 put for October 15th thinking it was a covered call. What did you get for it? I don't know why I'm asking. I can do this myself. Hang on. Matterport. What did you do here? Let's see what's going on. Where are we? Matterport. Here we go. Matterports. Options on Matterport. What did you write? Where are we? Here I wrote, I think, an October. Okay, you wrote an October 15, $20 put. So you wrote 150. You got 150 for it. Am I guessing right? So you sold a put contract against Matterport for 20, and you received a $1.50 premium. I think that's what we got going here. No, I didn't sell. I wait a minute. No, she says I didn't sell. I still have it. Laugh out loud. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. God help me. I'll laugh out loud. Okay. So did you buy the put? Does it show 1 for 1 put? Does your account show a positive position or a negative position? Oh my goodness. Help on the fly. What can we say? $20 put. Here we are. Rob is wondering, does it show a -1 beside your position or a +1 beside the position? What did he get? What did he get? Sela, talk to us. We know the stock. We know the contract. We just don't know the position. Here we go. Level. It's down right now. That doesn't matter. What did you do? -1. Laughing out loud. Laughing out loud. Okay, so you must have entered an order sell to open, put Matterport $20 contract. I'm guessing that's what you did. And did you what price did you get for it? If you don't mind me saying, because if it's down, you're up money actually, because it's the reverse. So, what did you sell it for? Spire is 1701, by the way. Like it. Okay. Sela, 165. Okay, I'm assuming, Sela, you have a credit in your account of $165 less any commissions that you would have been charged to sell that contract. Is my thing. I got it for 165. Good times. If you wrote it, Sela, you didn't buy it for that price. You sold it for that price. I'm assuming if you're a -1, you sold it for $1.65, and you have a credit in your account from the sale of this contract of $160 something. I'm guessing 162, 3, depending on what the commission was, if there was any. Am I right in assuming that, Sela? Am I right? Because right now the contract is 145.55, I think, which is a good thing because you are ahead on it. 140.55. Still looking for what's going on here. Wait. Okay. Yeah, you sold a put. We don't mind this. This is a bullish move. You're, by doing what you did, whether you know it or not, you are being bullish. You're thinking that Matterport will go higher in price. And if it goes higher in price, the contract will go lower in value. You eventually have to buy it back. You sold it for 165. You're hoping to buy it back at a lower price, the difference of which will be your profit. Sela, help me understand what's going on here. Okay, Rudy, Uncle Bruce, similar question on Gamestop or on Goldman Sachs. Could Goldman Sachs double in a year on the basis of the forward PE alone? Could get a 370 call January 2023 for about $45. Is that a good one to pick up? There you go. I get this question often. Goldman Sachs is going to report their next earnings in the next earning period in about 2 months from now. I'm expecting it to be another blowout profit quarter, a huge profit quarter. And if that is the case, the shares will be forward trading, I believe, at 5 times earnings. I really think the stock should be at 12 times earnings right now. PE multiple 12. It's trading at 7 now, not even 7. Should be at 12, but nonetheless, if it now starts trading at 5 times earnings, It could at least go to 10. That's my opinion. That's a double. And that would take the stock double the price from where it is now. So this contract that you're getting, if you did buy it, would be way in the money. You'd do very, very well. But right now, you are paying all premium and nothing but premium. I recommended earlier this morning to somebody else to, rather than buy an out of the money call for 2023, buy an at the money or in the money call for this summer coming up, next summer, June maybe. Bring it in a few months, like 6 months, bring it down, get the cheaper exercise price, because the immediate move of the stock, $20, $30, $40, will immediately move your market on your contract instantly. Whereas the 400 or whatever you're thinking of getting, or 370, it's at the money. If you can get an in the money contract, I prefer you go there. That's what I'm thinking about. All right. Yep. Let's see. If it's cheaper, you're up. Let's go here. I'm going to seal it. But it says I'm down. So how am I ahead, Bruce? I need help. My brain is mushy. I wish I could send screenshots so you could see what I'm talking about. Send me one on my private email, brucefrommert@hotmail.com. Just send it to my private email. It's right here. Here's my private email. Send it here. I'll take a look at it there. There you go. Seal it. Seal it. Find your screenshot. Send me it there. Okay, I'll look at it. All right. There you go. That's right. Rob's got it. Rob knows what's going on. And your order history will tell you what you did. Mohammed, Uncle Bruce, I hold a lot of SoFi and ATIP, and they just stay there till now. I'm a minus. Can I do something to make more moves because I am bored? No, don't move at all. This is where you make your money, hanging on and doing nothing while bored. It's okay. Just relax. Cool. I figured out my name will appear as Rich instead of Heritage. Okay, whatever. No, wow, Spire's moving. Spire 1721. You should have a gain loss column and a change column or something. If gain and loss green, it's good. Change red, it's good. Let's see. I'm going to send you 10 emails now, Bruce. This address has always been here. It's always on every video I've ever made. I don't know why you guys don't know that. I try so hard with you people. Gamestop is getting lower. Preparing for another rollback at 180. There you go. And Mohammed, train that iron gut. I'm holding with you, buddy. I'm with you. We're together in this. Send me the emails here, and I'll try to look them over and see what's going on. Do the best I can with what little I have. Sela says you're a godsend. Thank you. Okay, here we are. So what do we got here? Okay. It looks to me like you bought the contract. It looks to me like you bought a Matterport $20 put contract. That's what I think you did. Because it's a limit buy, open. So it's buy to open, good for the day. You're filled at 165. You filled it today, or filled it yesterday, and you got one contract at 165 for $165. I'm assuming that's what you've done, Seal. So you're long the contract. Okay, so now we know you're long the contract. All right. So yes, you're down on it at the moment. The market at the moment, let's just see here, on the contract is 135, 145 because the stock is higher to 2152. So you need the stock to back up and you'll make money on the put. The question is, will it? If the shares were to drop up to 250 a share, just as an example, the contracts would go up to about 290 a piece. If the stock were to drop half that amount, then the contract would probably go up to about $2, $2.10, something like that. So you definitely need some movement. I don't know if you're going to get a down day necessarily, because right now the stock's at 2152. It's up $1.55 today. But even with a 155 move, you're only off like 30 cents. The stock moved a lot, and you haven't moved much on your put as far as being down on it. So uh, you can always put a sell order in there at 165 and leave it as an open sell. And if you get taken out, you break even and be done with it. You can, of course, sell at any time and take a loss. I mean, right now, 135, 145 is the bid ask. And if you were if you're going to sell it at 145 range, I'd put it in at 144, and being 1 penny ahead of the seller, but no less. But right now, I wouldn't do anything. I would just wait here. But you can put a sell order in there at 165 or 164 and see if you get it. If you're okay losing 20, 30 bucks, you can, sell it off at 135. You'll lose $30. So it's really your call. The stock is at 2162, up 165 right now. At this moment in time, this second in time, this exact moment in time, it's having a nice little run. And so, look for a little pullback, and you'll probably get out of this without much damage. And there we have it. Okay. I thought I was getting a covered call. Laugh out loud. It's okay. Learning lesson. I love learning. Yeah. You never get a covered call. The only way a covered call exists is if you are a seller or a writer of a call contract. You are creating a call against a stock position you have. If you have 100 shares of Matterport, you can sell one call contract as a covered call against your 100 shares. You can't buy a covered call. You can buy a call contract. Yes, it's someone else's covered call. You're just buying a call. Right now, this put you just bought a put contract. Someone sold it to you that either was long the call from somebody else, or they wrote it, and they wrote a put contract and sold it to you. Either way, you don't care. You're long a put. At the moment, you own a put contract. That's the position you're in right now. And there you have it. Okay. This is fun, isn't it? Let's keep going here. It's 165 cheap lesson, especially when you can get out with over 100 of it back. Let's see here. CC is sell to open. Covered call equals selling a call contract that is covered by your 100. CSP is sell to open. The terminology. What can I say? Spire 1681 up 386. Matterport up 180 to 2177. SoFi up 10 cents to 1460, 667. Rocket Lab is positive, up 9 cents now to 1490. GameStop 186.95 down 525. What else is going on? IBM down 53. The Dow up 44. Goldman Sachs down 333 to 374. All righty. We hope we're helping today. We're trying to be helpful. Oh, man, you guys are all amazing. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate this entire community. Way to go, Sally. You hang in there. Let's see. Rob, Jake, maybe take that $100 and buy some Bruce Farmer lessons. No problems. That's nice. That would have been a good play, says Michael. Oh, my goodness. Too much fun, guys. Hanging in there, everybody. Thank you for joining me today for my morning show from 8:30 this morning. Appreciate it. I'm going to take a bit of a break right now and get some rest and figure out what Jen has in store for me today. We'll be back today, 3 o'clock Eastern, for the last hour of trading today. We'll be here for the last hour, and we'll cover the markets as best we can until we close, and a little after that. In the meantime, keep making money if you can, and stay on top of these markets to see how they treat you. And I hope you can do all right. Thinking about buying a call, SoFi 1250 strike for $4. Good, bad move. How long? How long is the contract good for? If you're going to buy calls on SoFi, you want to go way out. Yes, you want to go out. Let's see. Here we go, Rob. I only got one class so far, but I've learned so much from watching the show every day since January. Let's see here. Let's see. Have a good break, Bruce. Thanks, Rob. Later. Daters, have a good one. All of you, nap time. And April, those are April contracts. So April 2020, yeah, you're okay. Yeah, okay. Now that I know the timing, yeah, you're okay buying that. All right. SoFi up 13 cents. Rocket Lab up 6. GameStop down 4.95. Matterport up $1.88 now to 21.85, going higher. 23andMe only down 17. Smart Rent up 15 cents. Spire 17.19 up 4.24, going higher. Looking very good. It just wants to go. The stock just wants to go. 7.4 million traded. There is buying coming in here, and it is moving higher. So, 18, 19, 20 bucks a share. Time to take profits on your calls and maybe buy the stock up and put the right contracts against it, the right call contracts. We'll see what's going on. Everybody, thank you so much. Thanks for the show. Free Thinker says, Uncle Bruce, have a great break. I'll see you in the bagel hands out. Later, everybody. Later, Uncle B. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. I'm still learning. Okay, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Thanks for everything. And we'll talk to you this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Okay, bye for now.